guys. So,
Hey.
welcome to the newfound world of Emerenda. Emerenda is a new land founded by many different nations. It is currently one of the most lawless lands. It's a land that you pretty much go to try and kind of like get yourself lost from past sins, from something that you don't necessarily want to do because you're forced into it, or just whatever your reason is to find your riches, to be a mercenary, be an outlaw. Emerenda is the place. Welcome to the town of Brookswick. Brookswick used to be a mining town. It has officially dried up and is now a waypoint for the nation. Hold on.
Should we write these things down?
Yeah. For the nation of Drisau. This is Drisau. Drisau. Yeah. Draisaau. For one of the nations of Drisau that holds territory within Emerenda. You guys have just arrived upon a boat just to the coast with some natural rock formations as a natural fortification. You have made it however long it took you, a day, maybe a day and a half, maybe two, up a steep mountain pass. It has started to rain, and you all have ultimately sought shelter inside a tavern called the Blushing Moon. Alright, so, Con, since you were the one that got the highest when it comes to the D6, have you just arrived to this tavern, or are you just arriving?
I'm busting through the doors.
Busting through these fucking doors.
Sorry, one of the last people in.
One of the last people in. Okay,
I'm not busting in, but the door definitely flew open. I'm like a shadow. I have a hood on,
Okay.
so you can't really see my face. I busted through the door, flies open out of nowhere. It makes everybody look. So everybody's
Wait, are we supposed to be stealthy?
not when he's stopping that.
Alright, I like it.
Well, we're in the fucking middle of nowhere, fucking
Alright,
lawless
alright.
land. So this is the place for everybody to meet, brother. I came here.
You're busting into this tavern.
Looking for no good. Like, I'm just like, I'm
Looking
not
for
wanting
no
to
good.
talk to anybody. You can tell you don't want to talk to me. I don't want to talk to you.
From the doors, you pretty much bust open through dual swinging doors.
Yeah, saloon style, yeah.
Saloon style. Not nice. And what you see before you is you see 4 round tables straight in front of you, each with 3 stools.
Okay.
To your left, you see the bar with kegs behind.
Okay.
You see a disheveled woman, human, blondish hair, a little gray on the sides, just kind of running around, taking orders, running food. You see a younger girl, probably late 20s actually, more. Blonde hair as well, kind of running around, bringing food, bringing ales to tables. You see bigger tables towards the back, and as you kind of look behind you as you're walking in, you see kind of a balcony, kind of to your back and right. Where do you go?
I go and sit at the bar.
Sit at the bar? Alright.
And I left a spot on each side of me just in case anybody needs my services. I am a rogue. If anybody, they know I'm a rogue. So if anybody wants to come talk to me.
Are you saying this out loud? Or are you just like, are you doing a position just like if anyone, like...
That would be more like explaining the scene. I walked over,
Okay,
I
so
sat
you
down
walked
at
over,
the bar, and I asked the, I waited for the bartender to slow down a little bit so I can ask her for
She'll get you as soon as possible.
Okay.
She'll get to you as soon as possible. Winston.
Yes.
Alright, same for you. Are you busting in? Well, actually, since he was the last one, what are you doing?
Well, I am sitting at a table, kind of watching the waitresses here come and go and all that kind of stuff. I do have a drink, but it's been largely sitting there for the past hour without actually getting sipped on. I'm kind of just people watching at the moment.
Okay, so you definitely see.
100%.
You definitely see.
I'm kind of blown away too. There's this man that clearly looks like he should be hidden, like he's trying to get away from something, and he looks like he just took the entire tavern by storm. I'm kind of.
Alright, so describe to us, what is it that you what does it you look like?
What do I look like?
Yeah.
I am wearing a brown cloak that kind of starts at my shoulders and falls all the way down. It looks like I have a hat tied to my waist, and I have a quarterstaff kind of leaning up against the back of my chair.
Okay.
I am currently sitting there kind of trying to pay attention to my alcohol as this rogue walks by, and I've recently decided that it kind of tastes like shit.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
So it kind of tastes like shit at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Sheldon,
I
where are you at?
ducking through the door.
Okay, so
Are you in the back?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was the last one there. So
No, my guy's an 8-foot tall motherfucker, so I have to duck through the door.
so
Pretty
where
quick.
okay, how about this?
last
How about
one,
this?
yeah.
You see You see coming from kind of tucked away next to the bar. You see this doorway. Possibly laboratories. Who knows what it
What's
is?
the tavern
You
beer?
see ducking through the door.
I go sit at the bar.
He goes, well, what do they see? Describe yourself.
Oh, well, okay. 8-foot tall, all black horn, red-eyed Minotaur. That's what you see. I'm hardcore, so I'm not wearing a coat today. I was wearing a chain shirt to protect myself.
Do you have fur?
Yeah, forever.
Well, then why would you need a coat?
Exactly.
I don't need
So
a
he's
coat.
wearing a chin shirt.
That's all I'm wearing, though. That's all I'm wearing. My dong's out. My dong is out.
Oh god.
Slanging.
Take everybody by storm
Slang
when I
iron.
walk through.
Seeing this man busted
The,
the door, I immediately
the young
start
girl-
drinking more.
The woman behind the bar is ultimately trying to just kind of is slightly just like not trying to look at you for right now because of this display. The young girl is just just staying far away from you. All right, and finally, Jason.
All right. I'm sitting alone in the darkest corner of this tavern. I'm smoking a pipe. I'm minding my own business. As I don't really want anything to do with anybody. I just hate the rain and don't want to be in it. So I'm here.
Okay.
I see this rogue motherfucker burst in. And I'm like, wow, that guy's an asshole. Yes.
Actually, make an insight check.
Inside check.
Yeah. Take the go to your skills of insight.
Yes.
Roll d1.
And roll d20. 10 and plus 2.
Plus 2. He indeed is an asshole. He's a cocky motherfucker. And also the way that he's kind of sitting, that he's kind of positioning himself at the bar, definitely speaks like, that he's.
my body language.
His body language definitely says, like, if someone needs his services for any reason, he's open for a talk. So.
I also I notice the wizard over here. I don't really think anything of it. More as a passerby, I
You're
see this person in a bar.
Oh, yeah. Your passive perception is 12.
And this guy walks in, and I get a good old chuckle. Just this guy doesn't
Of
get
Winnie the Poohing.
No fucks given. I have respect.
Well,
Respect. I don't know if respect is a thing I was given.
so finally, Connor.
Yes.
So finally,
Wear some pants.
this woman.
Fucking Minotaur. Racist.
She saunters
I will
over
use
towards
my
you.
magic to put clothes on
She
you.
saunters over towards you and she says, "Hi there, love. What can I get for you?"
It's kind of fucked up. I dropped it on the way out, but
As long as it doesn't explode.
I would like your finest mead. Finest mead you have. I just got done thieving some guy. I just took a bunch of money out of his pocket so I can pay for the expense. She's gonna chuckle really quickly and I'm flirting. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tip her. I want to make sure she gives me I want the best service. Make a persuasion. Sorry, make a persuasion roll.
So roll your d20.
Roll a d20, and then add your persuasion skill.
It's charisma modifier. Plus.
Plus what? Charisma modifier?
Yep.
Oh, 5.
So altogether it's 5. My charisma modifier is 3.
Well, that will be your persuasion. So you want to do is you want to go to your skills actually. You want to go to your skills and go to persuasion and add that to your roll.
Well, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have a proficiency in that, and it's not done. It would.
it would just be
Well-
your, what is it?
Well, I don't have the
It'd be your charisma, so 16 plus 2.
Oh. Sorry.
No, you don't add 16. You add the modifier for it.
Oh, so it'd be 4.
So 7.
So plus 3 and then plus 3.
That'd be 5. Sorry, 5. Math. We're learning how to math here, guys.
My first time. Well, regardless, what she's pretty much going to say, she's gonna saddle up on that bar, looking right towards you, and say, "Let me stay right here, mister. There be no thieving in my establishment. If I see little shaky fingers going to any pockets, the guard right quick. And that will be 10 gold. Thank you.
I give you 10 gold.
Not a
gold more.
Damn,
Subtract 10 gold from your gold. And she doesn't give you the top mead, but she gives you mid tier.
So we're both in a bad mood here.
Can you sure peanut butter? Or just fucking do that? That's
I don't know what kind
damn, yeah.
of. I don't.
It's okay, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Damn, you're robbing me.
You're the one who paid 10 gold for me.
Yeah, your persuasion didn't really necessarily work on that. And she didn't really take kindly to the flirting of something that you stole from someone.
Dirty.
That's okay.
Alright.
Amazing, a lawless town, and she doesn't even take to the fact that you stole
Well,
it.
this is still in the territory of
Darlene, what is it? Drisau?
yeah.
Dry south.
Drisau.
This is still in the territory of Drisau. So there is law.
Got it.
There is law in the territories.
Got it.
But once you kind of get past, then yes, there can be lawlessness. But just now there is law here.
So how can it be an Emerenda, a lawless country, and
Well,
still
think
have
of it
law?
Think of it as
Is Emerenda like United States,
think of
like
it as like
Arizona
United-
is
yeah,
to...
think of it as like the United States, where there's different territories of the different colonies.
Okay.
So there are areas where there is law, but there are areas that are still wilderness, where lawlessness can pretty much happen. or
Saloon
slight.
doors and American-style saloon doors. I'm seeing an Old West vibe going on right now. That's literally where we're at.
Maybe my Minotaur should have a fucking cowboy hat, goddammit.
You can buy one. Shit.
No, I don't want to waste my gold on that like somebody did with me.
Seeing so I'm gonna when some young girl's gonna come up to you.
Which young girl?
The young waitress that's been kind of making the round. She's gonna look at your table and be like, "Sir, is there anything else?"
Thank you so much for asking.
Of course.
Do I know what type of race she is?
Human.
Oh, I take that back. I'm not going to thank a human. Sun elves are known for being haughty, and I, much like my brethren,
you take
see
a
myself as
You
better
take a
than
good look at
humans.
her, and she looks like a slightly younger version of the one behind the bar.
No, I'm good. And I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit, and I'm thinking about heading outside into the rain, but it sounds kind of gross out there. So I'm
Yeah.
sitting and
I
just
mean, you
watching.
still see people just filing in. Guys who you've probably seen on the roads, caravanners, traders, stuff like that.
Now,
Few of them grumbling, few of them just like, people already there or
Everybody's taking shelter.
Yeah, everyone's taking shelter from the rain.
now I am new in town, though. Can you tell me a little bit about what's been going on lately?
Well, if you want to, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception. So
Or actually, we might instead, that is not a passive perception.
no worries.
I want you to make a perception check for me. That would be whatever you roll +1.
Perception check. That would be an 11.
11? Good enough. So, exactly where are you positioned
So
in the bar?
I have my own table. I'm kind of hanging out.
Are you at one of the tables in the middle, towards the door?
So if there's a pathway from the main saloon doors to the bar, I'm kind of 2 or 3 tables off of that pathway. Oh, this is lovely. Is this the entrance?
This is the entrance right here.
I don't understand. How is the entrance in the middle of the building?
This
Is this like a porch on top?
Yeah, this is a
So
porch on top.
people walk in here, and then that's the bar right there. So I'm like that table.
You're at that table. Okay.
I'm kind of in the middle of the building.
You see what looks like probably 2.
And I do have keen senses.
Okay, so you probably see like a slightly grizzled, let's say, slightly grizzled human with like a kind of very youthful looking half elf.
Okay.
And
Are they on a date going on another table around?
no,
me?
they look like looks like a young man with a slightly grizzled old man. And you overhear this old man say, "God damn it. Fucking rock slides. What the fuck was that rock slide? Grandfather, they said it was a day ago. Well, they fucking better hurry up. We got a delivery to make. Grandfather, let's just fucking listen. So they sit down. Young girl goes up to her. So that is what you hear.
Okay. And does she tell me anything about the town?
Do you want to pull her? Do you want to flag her down?
Yes, I do. Well, she had come up to talk to me, so I was kind of asking
Yeah, and
her.
then when you dismissed her, she went and kind of served
So,
those.
no, if she walked away, I'm going to let her walk away.
You let her. Well, she served the.
I'm not going to be that rude. I'm not going to thank
Okay.
her, but I'm not going to be...
Okay.
Oh, wait, come back here, you human.
So, Sheldon, let's say you've probably been here for a few hours. You probably sipped or let's say you're probably in your,
Like 5th beer, dong,
fifth
hanging out.
tank.
at the bar
You're in
stool.
your 5th tank of whatever the fuck they want to
Alright, that was a Minotaur, so that's probably
Yeah,
two beers for a
that's
two
like 2
tankers for a
beers.
old person.
I've had like 10 beers.
Make a what's your passive perception? Let me check. 12. Okay. So, you're just kind of sitting there, chilling at the bar. You get another ale, and you just kind of throw whatever the fuck she tells you to throw. She probably says 3 copper. You're going for the lowest barrel bottom shelf ale. You see off in the distance, kind of right next to this corner area, to this corner table. You see that table right there.
The one in the middle?
Yeah. You see one kind of very burly looking dwarf man, and then another kind of very burly looking half orc, kind of just locked arm in arm, doing a bit of an arm wrestling. Crab gathered around. You also see this same sets that are right next to your table, but you don't necessarily see Jason at all unless you want to make a perception check to see if you can see anyone else.
Oh, yeah. Let's make a perception check. I haven't done anything yet. What was that, 20?
Yes. That's a d20. Perception.
15.
Oh, wow.
That's what I rolled, so...
Okay. So, the crowd kind of slowly parts. And you do kind of see, like, this... Describe what you look like. I don't think you actually did.
No, I didn't. I have a very big black cloak on, so you're not going to be able to see too much. But got some very dark red, almost maroon skin.
Okay.
And you see a couple points poking in my hood. But other than the tip of my jaw and the pipe coming out of my mouth, you can't see too much.
Very strider looking man. So you definitely see that. You definitely see that. As well with like the arm wrestling contest that's going on. What do you do?
I want to be the biggest motherfucker in the room, so I look this guy down. I'm going to walk over to that table. I'm going to take that dwarf and move him. Because I have a problem with dwarfs, I'm going to sit down and break that dwarf's arm is what I'm going to do.
So you get up, and as soon as you're walking over, you see them going at it, you see them going, all of a sudden, half-orc just puts down the dwarf. Dwarf, like, it's like, fuck. It's like, and then you see this half-orc kind of just like burly man, just like, alright.
Can I interrupt for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Apparently Lance is the dwarf.
Oh, Lance is the dwarf. You see this?
Hey, how did I end up arm wrestling?
Hey, I came in to help, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm going to beat the motherfucker that beat you, don't worry.
Alright, so you hear him, and he says, hold on, I need to think of the voice real quick for this guy.
Half-orc?
Oh, the half-orc, yeah.
Oh god, is his name Stennis?
No. It is not.
Ah, bummer.
No, there, Lance.
I
Give over 50 gold, you promised me. You hear the door. Oh, fuck you, Idris. Fucking eye. Captain of God, my fucking eyes. Yeah, don't you forget it. Oh, make sure you stay ruler up. It's like, oh, fuck off, Jared. So you see him run off. You see this half orc just kind of cat up his things. You see this half orc about 6'5", slightly kind of pale green skin. Looks a little wrinkled, little crow's nest around the eyes. See black hair, kind of shaved on the sides, just kind of like, really kind of like slicked to the back, kind of Macklemore style in a sense. And then you see kind of like on the sides, it's kind of a little peppered. Then you see like these kind of like slate gray. What you see is he's wearing like this slate gray tabard with a chain shirt under, and then kind of like a red stripe, kind of going halfway on the chest. He's just kind of collecting up all his gold. What do you do?
I'm going to sit down and I'm going to wager him. Ah, shit, I don't have a lot of gold, do I? Hold on. I'm just going to check here.
Let me check. I also have your stats here as well. You have, unless it changed, it says you have 80 gold. Has it changed?
No, it hasn't
80
changed.
gold?
80 gold.
Okay. So you walk up. He kind of looks up from his wings and is like, "Alright, want to have a go there, Mental? Your stock is very full."
I'm going to wager him 50 gold.
Alright,
That'll
50
beat
gold
him.
buy-in. Alright. He's gonna chuckle. Alright. He's gonna wager 50 gold. I'm not a sucker. Alright, so what we're going to do here is you're gonna take a d20. I'm gonna take a d20. We are going to roll off and kind of see who wins. Hold on real quick.
How close am I to this event?
So this is about midway. You definitely can see this. And also, you saw this giant minotaur, 8-foot minotaur, literally part a crowd like the Red Fox.
With my dog still out.
Yeah,
Winnie the Pooh with his dog stuff. You definitely see this minotaur come from like.
he's walking past and I'm just seeing his dog swing eye level.
Let it be known, when I went to go sit down at the table, since I'm such a big guy,
You see, it
my
just
dog just slid across.
he waves over he waves over the young girl and says hold on real quick.
No, Lance says, I want to switch. I want to be the guitar. Once again with a huge dog.
Jesus.
Says Jana,
Jana.
mark this up. She's just like, oh okay, alright, and just she runs over with a rag, just whacks over your fucking dog, just fucking across. Roll me actually quickly, roll me a D20. Yeah, roll me a D20 real quick. Actually no, I'm gonna roll a D20 real quick. 14. What's your AC?
AC.
Armor.
Armor class.
My armor class is
15. Okay.
What is it? 15?
Yeah, I see it right here. Okay.
What am I
You're good.
Oh, it is. Yeah. You're right.
You don't get splinters in your dick.
Damn, you have to have a low armor class for that. But it was worth checking.
I mean, he's Winnie the Poohing it, and his
I'm a fucking minotaur, dude. I don't wear pants.
He's gonna.
They don't make them big enough for my
He's going to. He's going. Idris is gonna kind of like is gonna flag over somebody and says, "Oh wait, I should just leave so this go up and get money." Damn. Fucking hornets.
Fucking hornheads. Ooh. A little racism in here.
Take that workout back and make them suck my dick.
Jesus.
It's like, alright, sunshine. You gonna fucking stare at me and kiss me, or you gonna fucking square up? He puts his hand out. Oh. Alright. So, if I'm not wrong, I don't think I have necessarily anything for a contest. So what we're going to do is I'm going to roll a d20, you're going to roll a d20, and we are going to add pretty much our just straight up strength modifier. So
You better have a decent strength.
okay, so what we're going to do is
That's why I'm saying you better.
if you get 3 wins, you win. You
So it's best 2
this
out of
hand,
3.
but it's best. It's no best 3 out of 3.
I have to win all 3?
You have to win all 3.
That's
You get 3
bullshit. That's at 50 gold.
DM,
You have
man.
to do the same thing too.
DM, man.
So roll.
Yeah.
I got a. Okay, what do you got?
10.
10? 19.
Wait.
So you
Motherfucker.
you roll high.
Wait,
motherfucker.
no, plus my modifier.
Plus your modifier.
Wait, is that my proficiency bonus?
No, that is your strength modifier. So
Oh,
plus,
I got 13.
so 13 doesn't matter. He got a 19. So he clasps arm. You see Lance kind of come up with an ale, slams it down, holds it real quick. He's like, all right, ready, go. Already, right out the gate, he's already almost put you towards the table. You're just kind of struggling right now. You're a little off throwing at this motherfucking half-orc. For his age, goddamn. Alright, roll again. Roll, that's 1 fail.
Fuck!
What do you get?
That's 12.
12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another fail. You got a 16. You're really struggling. You hear him just kind of like grabbing an ale. He's like, "No, you
With the
don't."
other hand.
Other hand just shoves it down, fucking calls over. No. Slams it down, it's just like wafts it over in your face. Alright, one more time.
How close are they to my table?
They are actually so you are
Also, I'm seeing this. How far away am I from it?
they're right next to them. You're pretty much what's I'm
Oh
gonna show
shit,
you
Thor.
this. I'm gonna
Fuck him
show
up
you this.
today.
Oh, alright.
Do your best, Orc.
Sorry, hold on.
You good?
Technical difficulties. Here we go. Cool. So let's say you are in this corner right here.
Okay.
So let's say you're sitting.
And they're at this table?
No, they're at this table.
Oh, okay.
So Winston,
You
you're
got full
about
frontal on my
here.
dog
Yeah.
slide
So like you're
across the
definitely seeing.
table.
I see a crowd.
But they're not.
That's why I said how long
They're not within like 10 feet of me. They're like,
They're like.
How did you
They're like
even see my eyes?
plus 18, 20 feet.
I knew where they were. I was looking at you.
So what do you roll?
I rolled a 21.
Oh,
So,
all right.
So
So
you orc.
you rolled a 4 plus 3, so you start to kind of like bring it a little back. You start to bring it a little back. Go one more time. Alright. What do you got?
23. Me too.
You bring
22.
it right back into the middle. So you guys are 2 for 2 right now.
So now, is it the next person that wins, or does it have to be 3 in a row?
Maybe
from
3 in a
here?
row. So I
3 in a
would
row
win
From
if I win
here.
this.
from here.
So you have to get 3, you have to get 3. This could be a long game. Keep it.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna drink to this one.
Do you call Jen over? Or Jan over?
It's not his turn yet.
Oh no, he can still do stuff if he wants. I got a 5.
13.
The world is still going.
Tilting a little more. Tilting him a little more.
Well, that was 3 in a row.
Oh,
though.
sorry. Well, yeah, we'll just
I just
say 3 in a row, and yeah, you just kind of like get up and you fucking slam it right down.
fuck that orc.
So,
There you go.
Give me my 100 gold, bitch.
so the orc you see is just like fucking. He's upset, but at the same time he just kind of looks at you and he's just like, "What's up, underestimating you? Give yourself some fucking pants at least, no fuck's sake, John. Goddamn, run my town." So he just kind of walks up, goes straight to the bar.
The orc smiles as he knows he's getting his 100 gold back for the music video.
Anyway, you see the half orc just walk.
Emerald.
Alright, what do you do next?
I tell the orc to go fuck himself?
Do you yell that across?
Do what?
You yell that across?
Yeah.
As he's walking
Oh,
away?
he went to the bar.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
starts
see.
getting up and walking away to the bar.
Oh, no, fuck him. I'm gonna order a mead. Not worth it.
So,
Yeah, I already humiliated him.
so Jana runs over, grabs the glass, looks at you, and says like, oh. Kind of a little intimidated, a little just like off-put because...
She saw the dog. I mean,
Sure, she saw the dog. She asked...
This is their plugging a hole around your dick.
She asked you, son? Do you want something?
I want a glass of mead.
You glass of meat? Alright. She's like, alright. So she runs off. Goes, gets you meat. Brings it back, says, 3 silver.
3 silver? Okay.
I paid 10 gold.
I'll give 5 gold. I'll be
5
5
gold?
silver, 5 gold.
She's just like, okay. Then just walks off.
Lots of suckers today.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know how this works. I'm being generous. I just
so
got
you
extra money.
see right next to you, you see this half orc that just lost this giant black-haired, black-horned, red-eyed minotaur with his schlong hanging out loud and proud. You see him seat himself right next to you. Kind of looks at the bartender and says, "Stella, another ale."
Me?
No.
The orc.
He says it to her.
Okay.
She says, all right, Courageous. She walks up, kind of gives him an ale, kind of leans over, whispers something in his ear real quick, and then walks away. Do you want to hear what she said? Or are you interested in what she said?
Isn't it Jason's turn?
No, this is back to you because you haven't done anything in a while.
Oh.
Well, and then you're sitting by them.
So
So
he's sitting right next to him.
Oh.
Or he's
We're
he's
kind of
settled
just
up
sitting
right
off.
Yeah, I
The
want to
distance
hear
of
what
it.
I want to hear what that
Make a perception check for me, please. And
Roll
I'm
a 20.
going to make a...
Anytime he says do anything, start by rolling a 20.
You said a what?
Perception check?
Perception check. So go to skills and go to perception. Or, I don't think there's here.
Perception is correct.
Don't worry.
17.
I rolled a 7.
Plus your perception.
Good enough. So you hear her pretty much whisper and slightly kind of like look in your direction and you hear her say,
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, can you do me a favor? Keep an eye on the guy right next to you. Somebody has a bit of sticky fingers.
and it just kind of just like gives a knowing nod and just kind of you start to see his position.
Okay.
He gets a little standoffish.
Okay.
Don't worry about your back, bro. I don't know you yet, but
He's not making an advances towards you, but you know you can tell that he's definitely kind of making sure. He's got his eye on you. Okay. Winston.
Yes.
The two gentlemen that sat right behind you, you kind of overhear. You overhear them talking to the waitress, who you've probably obviously heard the name being barked out by Jana. You see the young half elf just kind of call her by and say, young miss. She's not here. And he asks, do you know when this whole rock slide deal is going to get situated? She was just like, I don't know, with the rain and also the mist that has been showing up. It could be a few days. I don't know. You hear the old man go like, fuck. Just kind of slam his drink. Few days. It's not. It ain't even fucking the weather for mist. Why is there mist going on in this noise? Fucking darkness and mountains. And just drink her. So then he just says, just kind of flips her a silver. Anyone else?
Are we going by turns or just whoever wants to go?
At this point, just whoever wants to go.
Except in combat, you can feel free to speak up.
Yeah.
I'm chilling in the corner and I just get my distance from the dude waving his dong in my face.
You guys have definitely heard this old man just like complain about the whole whatever rock slide it is that's going on.
you know what? I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk over to that old man, dong out, sit down, and I want to know more about this rock slide.
So you go up to him?
Yeah.
All right. He fucking looks up and he's like, Jesus! Why don't you fucking put it away already? We don't want to fucking sleep, see that thing slopping around everywhere.
I look him dead in the eyes. I'm like, I know it's impressive, right?
God, that's fucking disgusting. You see the young half-elf boy just like say, Sir, if you don't mind, do not sitting here, please. We don't want any trouble. What do you say?
I tell him I'm not here to cause trouble. If he has a problem with me, then he can go out in the rain.
I'm just gonna go with that. You want something to Yeah. So he just walks off, settles up on the other side of you. Not really sitting down, just kind of trying to weigh down the bartender.
The guy next to this guy.
Oh, the young half elf.
Okay.
What do you
I want to know more about the rock slide.
Fuck if I know. But I just fucking got here fucking just tonight, and all of a sudden trying to fucking putting up my stock of stuff, and all of a sudden just trying to figure out by the foreman of just like, so where am I living? Says, he doesn't fucking know because I'm stupid fucking rock slide. So God knows what the fuck it is. Why don't you fucking ask one of the fucking townsfolk? You see the young boy just like come by, and he just says, "Sorry about that, father. I've been keeping an ear out. From what it sounds like, there's been strange happenings going on. The rock slide it's not the only thing that's
How quietly are they saying this? If they're
Not
next to me,
Not quite.
can I
Yeah,
hear?
Definitely.
No. It's
Can-
pretty
can
quiet
I,
because you guys would make a move.
Can I perception check to be able to hear this?
Sure. Yeah.
13 plus 2, 15.
Okay. Yeah, no. You pretty much overhear that, one, you definitely overhear that, it's not just this rock slide that's going to be kind of keeping you guys up and going into Miranda.
Going into Emeranda.
Going
So
into
we
Emeranda.
outside of it now?
You are outside of it. You are
Okay,
in
so
this,
we're in the town.
you're in the town inside the mountains.
I thought Drisau was part of Emeranda. So we're like...
The mountains
Yeah.
is part of Emeranda, but like you were the only way to kind of like get into mainland from the coast is through this kind of like mountain, this
Mountain pass.
mountain pass, and I think it's like the Rocky Mountains on like the coast, as like kind of like a natural fortification. So, yeah, you definitely overhear that there is strange happenings going on that have been just seemingly plaguing this town, but this rock slide just has not helped. Anyways, you hear this young half-elf boy saying, I mean, even up here we've been told that we have to keep an eye out for wolves. Hell, even the guards say that the captain, he points towards that great kind of like half orc that you just beat. From what it sounded like, they had to take out what sounded like a bit of a den for undead. Like,
Of undead?
strange, yeah. Fucking shambling undead. I don't know about you, sorry, but I will get out of here as soon as possible. Oh, fucking grow balls.
Hearing about the undead for a second, I realized these people are starting to speak about something that's kind of interesting to me. So I kind of lean over my chair towards them and ask, who did you say dealt with the undead?
He turns around and says, well, if you want to know about it, figure that half-orc over there at the bar, he's captain of the guard here. So if you want to know more about that, it's just go and ask him.
Thank you very much, sir. I will.
I relatively swiftly get up and go to the bar to ask for another drink. And,
Okay.
You can get drunk and will have to deal with
Yeah.
that affecting your
I
Oh, I know.
Actually, for those who are drinking right now, roll me a d4.
I've been working through the same drink for the past
Actually,
2
no,
hours.
not a d4. Roll me a d6. So.
I've been working through the same drink for the past 2 hours. Can I assume that like I'm not inebriated?
I've only had one drink up to this point. One.
One. Okay, that's fine.
I got a 4.
You got a 4.
Dude, I got a 6.
Hey, crap. You are starting to slightly feel a little buzzed. Okay.
Wait. You bought a 10 gold bead, dude.
I mean, it's-
shit.
I mean, if you saddle up right next to the bar, do you want to? Do you
I'm also
saddle
next to the orc.
You want to sit next to the orc? So you definitely see the half orc. You see
So
him.
is it sandwiched so it's like me, half or him?
Yeah, you guys are definitely sandwiching this half orc.
Okay.
Which seat was the Minotaur sitting on?
The Minotaur is sitting on.
Was he sitting on?
He's sitting on. I would
Next
probably
to the bar.
guess right here, which is where the young half elf boy, young half elf lad, and his
So,
human.
Do I need to do a perception check to hear any other conversation that goes on?
Yeah, if you want to hear something around you, sure.
D20?
And while he's doing that, are there any other people in the bar?
I got a...
Yeah, no, you see, other than the hooded figure over there, the half orc, the human that's bartending, the young human girl that's
Jana. Her name is Jana.
Janet, young Janet, just running around. You see a whole assortment of elves, dwarves. You see a few, gnomes, a few halflings, all just kind of like going about their business, just kind of into their cups. A few of them gambling. It looks like a bit of a card game going on. Some of them just doing just kind of revelry.
Cool. So it's kind of lively bar.
So I rolled an 8. I add my proficiency bonus to that.
No, you're
Perception.
which is in your skills.
Wisdom.
Or like it?
No, it's in your skills.
Sorry.
Wait, so my perception's a 1. So 9? I rolled a 9.
Yeah.
9. This bar is really fucking loud.
Of course.
And especially this old human right in front of you. He's getting about like maybe like this has probably been his like third, fourth drink. He seems to be getting a little rowdy. So like it's just really loud.
And like, is this where you say like, oh, that's not how it works, right? Take initiative and talk to them. Roll for initiative.
You don't need to roll for initiative. You can just ask me like, hey, like what? You just say like, Zach, can I do this or can I do that?
Okay, so I noticed I was getting pretty loud in there. But I wanted to talk to the orc. I saw that Jason's character came up pretty quick, and I was pretty fascinated because I want to be the first one on the scene. I want to know what's going on first.
Okay.
I do know orc though. It is one of the languages I am proficient in.
I
Alright.
don't work.
So you wanna speak in orc to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, so I started talking to him in orc because he's half orc, so I mean, it's going to be
Yeah.
more like native tongue. He's going to be like, whoa, okay, somebody's talking orc over
Yeah.
here. I'm also like, I'm a changeling, so he's going to be like, what the f- this guy's talking.
Which actually, quick question: are you in your changeling form or do you have a face?
Right now I'm in a normal changeling form, which is like pale skin, gray, light hair.
Okay.
But I'm also very covered. I'm still shrouded.
You're still shrouded.
Regardless of me being like, yeah, I'm still,
Okay.
you know.
Are you trying to kind of like hide what you look like from this half orc? Or are you just like saying fuck it, I don't give a fuck what
I don't give a fuck because,
Okay.
you know, I mean, from the character, they're not necessarily loved but not hated. People are indecisive about them.
Yeah.
But, so, that's why I'm going to talk to him in his native tongue to get him to, like,
So like
pay attention and, like, put his ears up and be like,
Okay.
what's up? So what does he do? Does he start talking?
Well, what do you say?
I asked him what's going on in the town because he's the one who knows all the information.
You see him just like midway through drink. He puts it down. He looks at you, slight eyebrow kind of cocked up real quick, and just says, in orc, so sticky fingers knows my native tongue. Oh, that's right. Yes, I know about your little joke. Let me say right now, this is my town. I'll say any 5-finger discounts or whatever. If I hear a thing, I'll hear that a pale skin has been doing some things, you'll find yourself out in the dead. Anyways, what do you ask me? Again?
What's going on in the town, homie? I was not trying to steal nothing from you. I'm just trying to find my next job, my next line of work.
As long as that line of work is not thieving in my town, you will be hated.
This guy was already unsure of me anyway, so I was trying to get him to like me. If you don't like me, he's not vibing. So
I mean, she pretty much told him, like,
to watch after me.
to watch out for you, to keep an eye on you. So you pretty much said that you were a sneaky, and you definitely hear this.
As I order another drink, I order the strongest absolute thing anybody can order because alcohol doesn't. My tastes don't work the same as everybody else's, and the bar seems taken aback when she sees the color of my skin poking through.
Yeah, no,
Well-
she's definitely kind of like looking at you, looking at you. It just definitely sees this on the corner of his eye. And it's kind of like,
Let's say I'm ordering the equivalent of Everclear, and everybody looks at me like I'm insane.
okay, yeah, no, definitely.
But they're like, yeah, sure. All right, I'm over here listening. And
She says, you order it. Are you only like a shot?
let's go like it's on the rocks, which makes it
On the
sound
rocks,
weirder. You know what I mean? This is
really ice.
This is something I'm sipping on.
It's not really ice.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely a
Neat. Whatever.
Neat,
This is
okay.
I'm not trying to shoot
more
this,
like
but
an
it's
elixir. It's like something.
Yes.
Like potent.
She kind of looks at you, looks at the pretty much the Everclear bottle, which is like definitely towards the bottom. This is not top shelf. This is. She's just like, oh, if you want it. And then she just says, "5 copper."
All right.
Oh, that's cheap.
And,
This is pretty much
this is
like
happening,
made the basement moonshine bootleg kind of shit.
Yeah, I should have said moonshine. Might have been more accurate.
Yeah.
I just want the extraordinarily stiff thing nobody orders.
There you go. You did it.
The thing that's weird to drink.
You kind of hear him just suddenly go, "This nice is." So you want to know about the undead?
Is that him? Is that me? Or is he talking to him?
Yeah. No, you asked him a question.
Okay.
Is that right?
I do want to know
Do I
what's
need
going
to do a
on.
perception check to hear this part of the conversation?
I mean, you're pretty much already seem to be honed in on it. So no.
Okay.
You didn't move.
I
didn't necessarily
have
move.
made
I
sure
didn't
not
move.
to.
Oh wait, no, I didn't move either, motherfuckers. I was still sitting at that table right across from the bar. He's all the way in the other corner.
No, I'm in the middle
Oh
of the
no,
room.
he moved towards the bar.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of the room, kind of like people
Yeah,
watching.
but you perception checked and this drunk ass old man is keeping you from hearing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you're not hearing shit. You're out of this.
You're hearing people from behind you starting to get a little more rowdy in their cups. So you hear this.
Can I get him to move to the bar?
Yeah, go ahead.
You wanna know what we're doing?
No, I'm pretty stiff right now. I don't want to be too drunk.
Me stumbling over my words because I am starting to get a little intoxicated.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
It's 100 copper to gold, right? Or is it 1,000?
It's 100 copper
Okay.
for 1 gold.
Okay.
Did I just
So he pretty much kind of just like tells you that last week, kind of like, let's say like, 3 or 4 days ago, they've been having some issues with kind of like zombies kind of shambling like around the forest that kind of like surround the town and just kind of like on the mountainside.
Okay.
And it's been a bit of an issue.
Did they show up? Can I ask questions about them yet?
Yeah.
Did they show up in like hordes? Do they run together, or are they just like wandering all around?
1, 2 at a time. Unless I'm dead. Anyways. I'll send one of my scouts out.
Did he say whether they're on the outskirts of town or whether they're...
Outskirts of town, just kind of like in the forest. Kind of like roaming around the forest. Occasionally, he said occasionally they'll kind of make to like towards the outskirts of town. That's where they'll kind of take care of them. But it's been a bit of an issue like 3 or 4 days ago.
Cool.
Anyways, I'll decide to send one of my scouts out. Oh, boys out. Scout out. See, fuck these things. He finds a little cave. Just kind of sees that they're not just zombies, but a few fucking skellies. Just one. He quickly reports back. And we go in and then just fucking take him out.
And
Lickety split, all good.
while this conversation is happening, I'm going to use my cantrip for message to kind of speak in his ear. And he has no idea that I'm sending this message to him. But I kind of whisper in his ear, ask where the cave is. And I just go.
Also, can I hear this going on now that I'm at the bar? Do I have to do check?
Yeah, you start to kind of hear more the tail end of it. So,
But are you just down for some action, bro? You don't need to hear. Like, are you just down for some action? That was what happened.
Points down to clown with his dong out.
Winnie the Pooh.
Waiting
so you definitely hear in your mind just a random voice.
So it's like almost like my conscience came up. And you
Yeah.
asked about the cave, so I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I asked about the cave, and you said, did you send somebody out there already, or you need somebody to go out there?
We already said, this. I know you've been in a bit of a cops here. Might be a bit of a lightweight, but this was 3 to 4 days ago.
Oh, so it hasn't come back.
No, so pretty much what he's saying is like 3 to 4 days ago, they pretty much had a bit of an undead issue. They thought they pretty much got rid of what was a possible honeycomb of undead. Yeah, and then they just kind of came back, and then they got rid of it.
No, I jump into the conversation in Orc and go, which other rock slide is that? And he looks at me very confused.
He looks back
and it's like,
fucking bloody everyone have to know my fucking native tongue. Who the fuck do you come from?
that's for me to know when you find out.
Shake your sacred stone.
No, not here.
Sacred stranger. As long as you don't cause trouble in town.
I think he does.
Are you sure this boy's not wearing a cowboy hat?
Yeah, you sure he's not the sheriff in Western Town?
Well, he is the captain of the guard. He is the sheriff.
He is the captain of the guard. This is his town. You kind of
Bring it low.
actually you make no actually you have military. You were a soldier back in the day.
I don't speak Orc though.
You don't speak Orc though. You were a soldier back in the day. You
I was installment or whatever.
no, this is Orc.
Yeah, I'm saying us three are talking.
Yeah, you three are pretty much talking. You pretty much notice that the way that his uniform is, that red stripe signifies like a kind of like a captain kind of rank within the Darius kind of guard. So he definitely has this that kind of like bar, that red bar, definitely shows rank and station. So you definitely can tell that he is the captain of the guard. He is the sheriff of this town. He is the law of this town. So, he looks at you, and he kind of like he looks at you. He looks at Stella, the bartender, and says, "Stella, remind me again. Oh, was it the fucking mainland exit?" He's just like, yes, Idris. Fucking memory of yours and when you're drinking. There. And just kind of like flags her down, points to his cup, and then gets another glass. So she pretty much brings the glass and she kind of says, alright. Towards the western end of the town. You'll see the western gate, just keep going past it, and you'll go about a mile outside town. You'll pretty much see the rock slide. It was a little more north, towards north of where the rock slide is. That's where the cave was, right? There's yeah, whatever.
Overhearing this,
You don't like.
I-
Do you know Orc?
Well, one, you definitely don't know. Well, do you know?
I don't know Orcish, but I
Okay,
know what the
he
waitress
switches,
has
he
said.
switches to common, and
Yeah,
she
that's
calls
a
her.
comment bar.
So yeah, then you hear her say that.
And from that alone, I start to unclip my hat and put it on and get ready to go out into the ring. It looks like I'm going to make a break for it.
You guys
before-
definitely kind of see this
Yes.
gentleman just put on a hat and then just.
At this point, what's
Being
weather
straight.
like? At this point, what's weather like? What time of day is it?
It's still raining. It's still night.
Okay.
It's still night.
Is it raining hard or is it drizzling?
It's raining pretty hard.
Okay.
At this time, it would be probably 10:30 at night.
I walk over to this dick swinging motherfucker. And
We'll not get over that.
Ask for protection.
no, that's my words. I'm like, what do you want to drink?
I'll take a glass of the finest meat in this establishment.
I'm not buying you the finest meat, but it's made.
Okay, that's fine.
So you say need. She grabs the same knee that she grabbed for you, that with the 10 gold.
Oh, you got ripped off, bro.
She brings it to you, and she says, that'll be 10 silver.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you fucked.
And
Like, she did not like you. She did not like the fact that you literally just told her that you stole money from a guy in a place of business.
started
It's
it.
all bad. You're
I
like,
can't-
a bunch of people being drunk.
I came in with my dick swinging, and then she only asked
I
me
mean,
if you
she's
silver
still-
for my.
She's still kind of like, she's still eyeing you for sure. A Winnie the Pooh Minotaur.
That's the fucking swamp.
You can definitely see that a lot of people, one, are giving you wide berth. Two, are definitely kind of giving you side glances because you're a fucking Minotaur. Most people don't have great. There's never been good stories. for Minotaurs.
I start speaking with him as like, we don't have to go anywhere tonight, but you want to move those rocks with me tomorrow? And what do you say to that?
Yeah, you look pretty weak. I'll come help you move those rocks.
I think I've got some tricks up my sleeve.
So you definitely overhear this, but you also see him just like
Walking out the door.
beelining it for the door. So what do you do?
I tell him to stop. I say, hey buddy, where are you going? It's nighttime and it's raining.
He's already out that door.
He's already out the door?
Yeah.
So I run outside and I catch him and I be like, hey man, I have an idea. I heard these two about moving the 2 rock slides tomorrow. I think if we hook up with them, we can do something fun.
Changing, like you, seems more interested in the delivery that I heard coming up. Why are you interested in helping people?
You know, it goes way back. Way back. I like helping the little people, but the people who do not deserve my help deserve the worst.
An interesting story for
Robin Hood, motherfucker.
This D&D
I'm
brought to
going
you
to-
by Sapporo.
Unfortunately, not so.
In
That's
my
fine.
ideals, it does say I never target people who can't afford to lose a few coins.
Okay, yeah,
So
sorry.
fairness.
I've heard of a
And
recently
food.
cleared
If
out.
you want to make, if you want to make a
If
quick
you'd like to
insight
come
check,
with me.
if you want to make an insight check on him, you can go right ahead. If whether you believe him or not,
I don't really care.
you don't care. Okay.
Cocky bastard. So what do you say to me after that?
I appreciate that you want to help people. I'm looking into the same thing. I need to go investigate a cave. Are you interested in coming with me and being back up? I've heard it's been cleared out already.
Yes, I'm pretty stealthy. I also can hit a target for a little bit away. Taking out zombies from far away might be easier than anything else.
And come. We're going north of the town entrance.
So you guys pretty much
Wait, I'm sorry, can I add to it? Well, did I hear them talking about that inside, or did I rush off before they talked about that?
You rushed off after me.
I would say
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
you if you noticed him walking away, you probably just rushed off and you probably did not make a perception check real quick as you're leaving.
Oh, that is low.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't care.
Oh, okay. So then we're on to it. So, okay, go ahead.
What do you say to my offer as I buy you a drink? What questions do you have?
What are you seeking to find at the rock slide?
I don't want to be stuck here anymore.
Shit, you're right. I'm right there.
And I admire the balls to free ball it.
Sweet.
And you said fuck that or I'm about it.
I'm not even.
He definitely overhears this for sure. And he looks at you and he's just like,
I'm just saying to work. I'm just having some fun. He doesn't need to know that.
and then he kind of looks at you, and then he just goes, and then just punches you really hard on the shoulder.
Almost
Roll for hit point damage.
I'm gonna say you
Yeah, I have a returning action.
take. Okay, what is it?
I whip out my hammer and bash it on the table next, the counter next to him,
He-
and he goes, "Oh!" And then he's stoked
What
about
he
it.
does.
He decides. You know.
Oh, you're right.
What he does, as soon as you do that,
What are you, Jason?
Idris
I haven't said yet.
Idris takes out from his side a hand axe
Okay.
and a shield, and just kind of positions himself right away. You see this as
And then I
you see
get
this
up.
as you see this as you
Yeah,
see
he
this
doesn't
as,
know what we said.
You
I'm
see this
talking
as
hard.
protection. So you give me a you're a soldier.
They're about to start a brawl.
You pretty much see this as
Like a
he's
bar
just
fight, we already left.
he's getting ready for protection and just kind of like getting ready to like really, and that was snapped to him.
So I stand up, schlong on the table, and I pull my battle axe from off my back. My great axe, and I lay it down on the table, and I look eyes at the orc because I don't speak orc, but I know something's up.
You already had a beef with him.
I already had a beef with him. He already knows I'm fucking hot.
If you're picking a side between me and him, you're picking me.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said stare the orc in the eyes. And I pull out the battle axe.
You
my
see-
claw.
said no. You
I bought you a drink. You are.
Stella just runs over and like she runs from like first off the entire tavern goes silent.
Not surprised.
You see Stella. You see Jenna.
Can I roll for perception to see if we hear this from outside?
Oh, you guys are already.
Yeah, you're gone.
You guys are
Gone?
gone.
My camera.
You see Jenna just dart and like just like hide, kind of like behind the young half elf boy. You see him just kind of like looks like he's just about to wet himself. You see Stella just run around the bar, gets in between you and Idris and says, "Idris, put it away. You! Next time you slam that hammer on my bar top, you're out. Into the ring with you. And you!
No more dick on the
Same
camera.
thing. And for fuck's sake, stop slamming your dick on my fucking tables!" She calls for Jenna. Jenna! Jenna just like sheepishly runs over. You can tell she's seen some shit, so she's ready to go get down. Like ready to go. She's ready to go down. Jenna runs over, and she's just like, "Fucking get a sheet from the storage." She runs off. She starts kind of like calming down Idris. You hear it. You hear her kind of like trying to just like calm him down. You definitely see in his eye, because you have this as your own past. You definitely see a soldier that has definitely seen some shit, and that was the eyes of like, I'm ready to kill him or be killed. So you see her just like walk him off towards the opposite end of the bar from where you guys are, and just kind of like gets him another drink, says it's on the house, and then just kind of like walks up to you guys and says, "Well, are we gonna calm down? Here."
Nobody knows how to take a joke, man.
I grunt and I just sit down. Schlong and all.
You see Jenna run back, give Stella the
I lean over to this guy as a fucking pussy.
you see Jenna run up and then give her this like bed sheet, really big bed sheet. She kind of like sizes it up, hands it to you, and said, "Fucking cover it up, please."
Wow, whoa.
I mean, you're running around with your schmuck.
I'm a minotaur! I don't wear pants!
Anyway, what do you do with it? Do you take it?
I take it and I drop it on the floor next to me as I continue sitting down.
She just said,
I just lean over.
I look at her and say, I don't want trouble, but no, and I drop it on the ground.
And I just lean over to him. And I go like, "That was the right move."
Rock and roll, brother.
alright, so
Do we know what rock and roll is? Does it exist in
It's
Classical
it's
music.
some newfound school of bard that has
The bards have learned how to add electricity.
Bardcore.
Yeah, it's called bard. I've heard it's called bardcore.
Bardcore.
And, like, it's not really taken. The school of bard doesn't really like it. It's. Anyways,
But
to you guys real quick.
Okay.
So.
I really don't mind the idea of throwing there.
Are we passing through town? Have we made it to
Oh,
the
yeah, we
entrance
are.
of town?
Well, make a general charisma check for you. So take that and just add your charisma modifier to it.
I got a nat 1, so I don't think it's gonna.
I don't think it's gonna work.
You try and flag somebody down.
I
Just
got a
kinda like-
7.
Because like you were told where the general area is, but you know.
Well, I had to walk in through the entrance of town, so I know where I'm coming from.
Well,
right?
you came from the east end.
Ah.
You're going to the west end. So like you
Do I not know my natural directions?
you know where generally where it
It's
is,
dark
but
outside.
just it's dark out and just trying to kind of like weave through buildings, kind of like through the marketplace. You try and flag down one of the locals just trying to run through, trying to like get out of the ring, and he just says "piss off" and just keeps running. What do you get?
I got a 7.
You got a 7. Yeah.
We're just lost.
He just fucking does you.
Dumbass shouldn't have left in the middle.
So it takes you about maybe, let's say, like 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 to kind of like generally just like go in the direction, see
Full action.
see where it kind of like see where the gate is. You see the guards kind of like stop you and just like, halt. Where are you going? Ooh, light or not. Pass is closed.
What type of species are there?
You see this guy. He is you see kind of in his like a mid-aged, probably like a mid-aged human, probably in his like, probably 35. So.
My name is Voltaren. I am the warden of the sky and the keeper of my people's jewels.
Wait. You protect the family jewels.
I protect actually not just the family jewels, the city's jewels.
Sean, do you mind grabbing me a cream soda?
My city protects the jewel of the sky. It is an ancient artifact, which I say I protect, but I also am not anywhere near around. So don't worry about that. It's back in my town.
There you go. I'm sure figure out exactly where what nation that falls under.
Yes. The elven nation.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
I've heard of some undead popping up in this vicinity, and the only time I can see them truly coming out of the ground is during the nighttime. Can you point me in the direction of where they've been appearing?
Alright. Don't have to. Seems that fucking intro. And he just looks at his fellow guard, who you look over and you see a dwarf, probably mid-aged, probably about.
I think dwarves better than humans. Why do you
Probably about like, give or take like 95 or 100. The dwarf just kind of chuckles at the display of some like sun outfit. Is it?
Yes.
Some elf just making this grandiose, just fucking intro to his own fucking character.
I imagine he finishes his sentence and the guard literally turns to the dwarf and is like,
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He just looks at this dwarf during this entire thing, and it's just like, who the fuck is this guy? Anyways, if you want to go see a bunch of charred corpses, go ahead.
That's exactly what I'd like to see. Can you point me in the direction?
Head about half mile out towards the rock slide, and then go north. About let's say quarter of a mile into the woods.
Quarter mile into the woods after going a half mile north. You go the directions, are you going to get lost?
I am pretty good with directions. I think we'll be good.
Okay. I'm going to tell you this now. I have the ability to turn myself invisible. So if things get kind of hairy, you are on your own.
I also have the ability.
Wow, he's just
I have the ability to shapeshift or turn myself into whatever other person I want to, so that can get us out of some sticky situations. You can turn invisible. I can turn into the person we just knocked out. We'll figure it
Not
out.
knocked out, but just met.
Met, or say if we're in a sticky situation.
I was about to say, are you trying to knock this guy out?
No, I meant like, say if we're in a sticky situation, we get caught up, there's a guard, somebody finds us. I transform into him and his eyes knocks. We hide him.
Which, so he pretty much calls out to open the gate.
I think we're going to be a good team.
He calls out to open the gate. Gate opens. You guys start strolling through, and then all of a sudden you hear the door say, "You're really letting them just go like that, Wes?" Shut the fuck up, Elvin. They don't want to go get themselves fucking killed by wolves. Fucking let them. So they. Oh, it's woods.
As I said earlier.
Yeah.
They did in fact mention that.
So, so you pretty much go. While you're pretty much going, back to you guys.
We're sticking to the path, right?
Sticking to the path.
What time of the day? What time is it now?
It's
Right
so nice.
now, since it's been about 10-15 minutes. It was like 10:30 when they left. It's about 10:50, getting close to like 11. You guys are just kind of revelry. People are coming to the bar. Definitely slightly staying away from you guys because it's a fucking display of aggression. Idris is still kind of doing his thing. Make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah,
Both of us?
quick question, or not quick question, quick thing. There is such things as advantage, and I'll tell that to you guys as well, just in case when we get into what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, and there's also such a thing as like helping or something like that. So you can say like I want to help this person, and then that person gets advantage. So what that means is you take a d20, you take your d20, either like a second one or just like or the one that you have, and you roll it twice and take the higher. So are you guys making individuals, or do you want to assist?
What am I doing? Who's assisting?
Perception check. That's up to you guys.
How about you? If it's a perception check, you assist me because I have the higher stat.
But I have a plan.
So I'm still rolling then? Or
Yeah.
is it just...
That's him. He just rolls twice. So roll the d20 twice, and then take the highest one that you
Okay.
get.
That's
So
probably
12.
12 and 12.
That's
Shoot, what's the
Okay.
higher one?
So 14 because I have a +2.
okay. Fair enough. Conversations going, chit chat. You definitely hear about the whole thing about the undead. But you also hear some other things that seems to kind of like hurt the ear. From what it sounds like, this whole like rock slide and undead thing
Write down things that
is
your
not the
character
only
knows
thing that's
about.
going on here. People
Crap, we
have
don't
been
got
just
anything.
like saying, you've heard a gnome say, yeah, hear about the priest's wife. Yeah, Milo. Yeah, she just disappeared a week ago. No, who gives a fuck? Someone maybe she just ran off to the coast. Decided to say fuck being a fucking priestess. Decided to do something else. Who gives a shit? Yeah, but she was for the most part she was the healing bloom of this town. If you're taking it from me, fucking bad luck. First sign of the bad omen for this fucking town. I want the fuck out of here as soon as possible. Have you heard about have you heard about the fucking ramblings of goddamn Sheldon? Yeah, about this stupid fucking cloaked figures. Who gives a fuck about that drunk? He probably's just been imagining that shit. Maybe it's true. Maybe they kidnapped her. Whatever. Stella, another round for this dumbass. So, what do you do?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out why is he here?
Okay. So do you want to...
Isn't that like a, would it be no, it would be.
Well, no, I mean, more
Well, that's
indirectly asking him, I suppose.
that's up to you.
I
You
was
can-
here passing through, and I got stuck here because of the rain.
Passing
but
through to where?
the other side of
The thing.
the thing.
I went
What
from
are
a
you?
place.
What are you, a chicken?
I was crossing the road and I got lost.
Is that what you tell him?
No. What was it? Drisau.
Okay.
To go.
It's up to you. You can tell him if you know what you're doing, you can tell him exactly your backstory. Just
No,
give
I
him
haven't even
something
thought that far
completely
ahead
bullshit.
here.
You can give him a bullshit answer if you want.
I'm just wandering, honestly. And after hearing this, I'm kind of intrigued as to what's going on.
I'm a little tipsy.
Well,
forgot.
I think we have that in common.
Good luck. You don't want to die.
I'm just following you, dude.
I just
You're following
want
somebody
to
who's
see whatever
actively
the hell's
told you,
out there
and if we get into
and
a fight, we're on our
destroy half of it.
It's okay.
I think we get along.
Alright.
The lone wolf.
Wait, what did you say?
I said
It's
I just want to see whatever the hell's
pretty
out there, and
fitting
half the time I want to destroy it anyways. Right.
I appreciate that none of us are humans.
Alright.
What's to be
My
I
biggest
love that.
racism is against humans, so
I
you
love
know.
that. I
what's to
love
be a
that.
human in Dungeons and Dragons? Come on, I want to be a fucking human. We suck.
That's fair.
So, you guys definitely overhear. You just hear a bunch of stuff about
Yeah.
how, like, as it's pretty much already been said, wolves. It's been some strange overabundance of wolves.
Wolves, people
constantly
disappearing,
Undead.
someone
undead,
disappearing,
rock slide.
undead. And not just this woman, but like other people have like been disappearing occasionally. And like supposedly some drunkard named town drunkard named Sheldon been rambling about cloaked figures that he saw literally like a week and a half ago.
Possible cloaked figures.
Now, do they think I'm potentially one of those cloaked figures?
I mean,
You are cloaked,
the
aren't you?
the
I'm cloaked, but I'm
Yeah.
also red.
Do they know that you're
I'll
red?
say
That they can really see enough of my chin or whatever
the
the
gnome
fuck.
the gnome woman kind of like glances at you, sees the cloak, and is just like, and just definitely just like is definitely kind of like off put about it, and just very shifty.
Now, in theory, us two are going to sleep here because neither of us want to deal with the rain. Are they going to let us do that, or do they not trust us?
I mean,
My
as
room.
long as from what you can, do you want to ask about rooms?
Yes.
Okay, so you flag down Stella. She walks up and she says, "All right, as long as you don't fucking cause any more trouble than you've already have."
I
You
just tell her I just really didn't like that orc guy.
she says,
Idris.
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 I just wanted to mess with Idris. I mean, no trouble. Well, I can't speak for this guy, but I like him so far. So
hold
I
on
mean,
real
well.
if you can get over the penis,
The Minaschlong.
the Minaschlong.
that got me. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Oh man. She pretty much says, alright. She asks for. Let's see if I have it. Any snap for that. Fuck it. I'll just make it up. She says, are you rooming together or 2 rooms?
2 rooms.
Fair enough.
I'm not sleeping in the vicinity of the Minaschlong.
She leans over to you and says, like, I don't blame you. She says,
That's
she
fucking
had
funny.
you pay. She says just you pay just 16 copper for 2 rooms.
16 copper. All right.
That's about.
I don't.
What the fuck?
Okay, 12 copper.
They're
How
scared
much?
of
I paid 5 gold for a mead.
You fucking said
10
gold.
gold because you
10 gold. You
serves you right for being stupid.
Yeah, 16 copper. That's
All right.
That's like 8 coppers each. So,
Okay.
are you paying it for him?
I'll pay.
No. I got him. He bought me the drink.
Okay, so you hand over
The
hand over 16
Minaschlong
copper.
whips out the Mina wallet.
No, I don't have a wallet. I pull it from my fucking minute cheeks.
No, you've just managed to like.
I have a coin purse under my
pocket.
meta purse. My meta coin purse.
You've made a pocket out of your fur.
She definitely.
Does that mean he has like a little bit of fat going on?
She's
It's just like a roll.
She's
No,
definitely.
he's just got so much hair. He's like sewn it together and
She's
has a little
definitely
patch.
holding
So
it
it just.
out away from her and just like, thank you, and just walks away.
How many gold is in? How many copper is in a gold?
100.
It's-
Think of coppers as
gold.
pennies and silver as dimes.
Okay.
You'll just don't worry about the.
It's okay. I kept track of what copper I got rid of.
Anyway, so you guys paid for the night. Do you guys retire for the night, or do you guys stay down and just kind of do your own thing?
Does it make the time pass faster if we just not? For us, well, no, because we're all on the same time frame anyway, so we can just be sitting there.
You don't get a time skip until all of us are asleep.
Yeah. So until you pretty much say we want to retire and do 8 hours rest.
Which, by the way, I only have to do 4 hours rest, so you will always have less actions than I do.
I think we go for one more round and get to know each other a little bit better,
Okay,
and
so
then we'll retire.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Oh,
All right.
I'll buy you another round, and I'm gonna get
So
more of my weird.
that took probably about
Double moonshine.
let's say like you guys are doing this. It's about let's say it's about like 11. What time do you knock off? Like 11:30, midnight.
It's called midnight.
Midnight. Okay. So they're pretty much doing their thing. Back to you guys.
As we're walking down the path, I've started kind of chanting, and if he knew what I was doing, it sounds like I'm preparing a pretty high-level spell. Just getting it ready. What I'm preparing a thunder wave.
A thunder wave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's kind of just a self-defense mechanism.
Okay. I'll say with that thunder wave.
It's just in my prepared one. It's not actually like being cast or anything.
Okay. You're okay.
Because
Midway.
apparently you have to like use a turn to prepare things, and then you can cast them. So
I mean, it depends on the casting time.
yes.
So, all right. So you prepare.
Hey man, are your spidey senses going on? What's going on? Why are you chanting?
I never like to walk into the dark forest without any type of preparations.
So you guys definitely start getting to exactly where it is. You get about halfway down, and then you kind of turn towards the north, and then you head straight into the woods. Both of you give me a survival check because you don't actually necessarily know where exactly is this cave.
What is it?
Survival check.
Flat 10.
Flat 10.
That's a lot.
5. Okay. Connor, you are just you get in the woods. You guys get about like a good, maybe like Connor. You get maybe a good like fucking 10.
I was
15 feet. You're definitely you're tipsy, and like you just like start kind of like stumbling over like roots. You have no idea where the fuck you're going. You have no idea where the fuck you are.
Point.
Yeah. You kind of like glance around and you start seeing like a bit of kind of like footprints. It's a little hard to kind of keep track, but you definitely start kind of seeing along traffic.
As I start seeing this, can I use my investigation skill to kind of find out what type of footprints these were? Are they the guards' footprints? Are they undead footprints?
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Okay. So, I got a 13.
13. There's definitely boot prints for sure.
Okay.
You see a smattering of boot prints. What probably seems like mountain goats or any type of kind of hooved creatures that normally live in mountainous forest areas. You do occasionally see
He's
a paw
drunk
print
and
of a
lost.
wolf,
Okay.
which if as we're going, I'm gonna have you guys make a bit of a stealth check. Yeah, as you're going, not really like undead per se, but definitely more boot prints than just like general animal traffic. As you guys are going, you do start as it kind of as the night pretty much progresses.
We're in the dark woods, and
You're in the dark woods. It is still raining. It's not the
Is it a bunch
canopies.
is it like trees that cover it? So we're kind of
Yeah, it's kind of think of it as like Flagstaff. In a
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
So trees are definitely covering, and like the canopy is definitely helping with the rain, but it's not necessarily like it's not fully helping you. You're
My
still-
typically over archetypal wizard hat has fully kept me out of the rain, so I'm kind of sitting with my arms, or I'm standing as I'm walking with my arms crossed, and the rain kind of falls off to the sides of me.
as you're walking, as you guys are walking, you finally get like a quarter of a mile towards the north, and you definitely come upon a bit of a kind of what seems like a bit of a rocky terrain. There seems to be kind of like a slight the outcropping of the rock seems like kind of like to slightly kind of like protrude from the ground, moss covered, trees just kind of still dotting everywhere on top. You see kind of like a moss and kind of slight moss just kind of hanging from the entrance of the cave. And definitely you also do see piles of charred bodies, as well as a smattering of bones.
Okay. Furthering my investigation checks, do I see any holes in the ground that they might have come out of?
No, not necessarily holes in the ground, no. Actually, with that, it's been about a quarter mile. Make another investigation check.
Okay. 6.
No holes. All you really do see is just charred corpses and bones.
And I'm looking at this.
You're with him, yeah. You follow him.
Do you have dark vision?
So yeah, you can barely see. Like it takes him pretty. Do you have dark vision?
I do. I can see up to 60 feet perfectly, but I get no color.
Okay, so for Connor, visibility. I think you can only see up to probably about 5 feet in front of you. For you, dark vision, it is you can see up to 60 feet or 30 to 60 feet.
So you can see it. It's like night
Yeah, so he's pretty much pointing out to you exactly where all this stuff is. Describing it to you. You start walking, and all of a sudden he just kind of like stops you and like points at like a root protruding from the ground, so you don't fucking trip over.
Is there moonlight at all enough to where like it's coming through? Or is it just dark?
No, it's very dark. It's
Okay.
the clouds are really covering the moonlight.
Got it.
So, though you do you guys enter the cave?
We're gonna do a.
I feel like you said you were gonna do a stealth check or something.
Or no.
Yeah. Make me. Yeah.
Or no. Let's. I don't want to backtrack.
You definitely just got us. You told him we need to be attacked, but
Well, do you enter the cave?
how you feeling? Do you want to go in?
Do you have a torch by chance?
I don't know.
I do
this
not have a
moonshine's
torch
pretty
on
good
me.
though.
Do you have any spells that can light the way?
We made the right choice.
I have a single
No, we'll
spell
find him dead in the morning.
that will give a very, very small amount of light. I wouldn't use it.
This moonshine's pretty great.
Do you have a torch on you?
No. Tell me, actually.
Okay, yeah, no. So you're definitely relying upon You're definitely
You can see
relying
in the
upon
dark.
Voltaren. You're definitely relying on Voltaren here. Which, just so you guys know, call each other by your character names. So when you figure it out.
VOL.
Yeah, we don't know each other's names yet.
My friends call me Vol.
If we ever get back to talking at the bar, we should probably figure that out.
What is your name, by the way?
Shit, you right. I'm just
Yeet.
Minaschlong to
Yeet.
you.
For sure, just cut off.
Yeet.
Is that your name?
The Schwan thing didn't come in until we started
I
playing
think we
this.
can
I
go
didn't
in.
even
I
think
have
about it.
two daggers on.
I
me for
adopted
short
that
combat.
part of my character.
At some point, we need a measurement of the
I
can't.
perspective.
However, anytime I tell you something's
what's the
about to
length by
happen,
width here?
you're gonna lose initiative
Let's
because
figure
like
this out.
you
Hold
have to
on.
find out from
So-
a second party that things are happening.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm a
I,
7'9",
In my opinion, I think we
360
should set up
pound
camp
Minotaur.
till morning to
Do you-
explore the
How
cave.
big
I
is
can
that
sit on the
Schwan?
ground here and meditate until the morning, but can you set up a camp? Do you have camp equipment? 'Cause my people tend to meditate in the forest. That's like our thing.
Shit, we're just in the forest.
I mean,
dude.
you guys do start hearing, as you guys are talking, you guys do start hearing howling in the night.
I think it's time to go in the cave.
You think it's time to go in the cave? Could be where the wolves are coming. Like that could be their den.
Where else are we gonna go? We just gonna avoid this cave.
Well, I'm here to do an investigation to see if there's anything on the Thunder Arcana books, but
I'm in it for the journey, but I'm also hoping there's some treasure or something in this cave. Something going on.
alright, then maybe we should loot the bodies and then head back to town.
Yes. I like that idea. Let's loot the bodies.
So you look around.
Pillage the already dead.
These are burnt corpses, so you're not really gonna get much off of them. Make
What
an
about metal,
investigation
like gold?
check real quick.
You got a point.
Like metal.
I got a 21.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
got 18.
Okay.
Investigation is literally like my strongest skills.
Okay. As you guys are investigating, you can pretty much already tell that if there was anything that was carried, especially by these skeletons, they've already pretty much been collected already by the guards. What you do find is under one of the corpses, and it's you that really finds it.
Okay.
Under one of the corpses, you definitely see, or actually maybe not really on one of the corpses, kind of like hanging on the side of like the cave. You definitely find a piece of cloth that is just kind of just wayward, kind of stuck to the side.
Can I tell, is it like a papery cloth or is it like a clothing cloth?
It is a clothing cloth.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take that and hold on to it because there might be some type of designs or colors I can't see until the morning. And is there anything else I'm going to find in my perfect investigation?
Other than just really nice sticks that you can use another quarterstaff for.
You said that so backhanded. You said my perfect investigation.
It was 21, come on.
Other than that, you're not really gonna find much. Maybe, maybe probably like a few copper pieces, like maybe 3 copper pieces that probably were dropped out of like a pouch of one of the guards that was forgotten.
I'll take the 3 copper pieces. Not bad.
What about me? I got an 18.
He's already pretty much with his high investigation and the fact that like he can see in the darkness. Anything that you would possibly stumble over, he's already pretty much found. And also, he's already just kind of like went off and like you were just kind of like fumbling through the darkness.
I haven't gone too far from him though because I am aware that he can't see as well as
You
I
did
do.
make it, but like pretty much like many things that were pretty much on the ground, he already pretty much
I
took.
think we should head back to town.
You're probably right.
I want you guys to make a stealth roll, please. Because you do start to hear these
I got
rolls
13.
getting a little louder.
13.
13.
I got that is 20.
21?
Yeah.
Motherfuck, you have a +6? +7?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Dexterity is my highest.
What do you get?
I got a 13.
13. Okay. What do you get?
21.
Okay. So you guys. Yeah. No. The howling starts to get less and less as you guys pretty much keep going and head back into town. You thankfully did.
You were a little loud. I heard you snap a couple sticks. I'm on stealth mode. You can't be fumbling around like this guy.
Yeah,
I'm a little
it-
toasted, but you can't.
It's for sure. It got a little dicey. Like it seemed like it was getting a little loud, but you definitely like stopped him real quick. And
You
then
saved
you
us?
started hearing the. It was definitely because of that high roll and the fact that you just hit just the passive perception of these wolves.
So lucky.
Like literally, since passive perception was 13, so you just hit it.
Damn, look at this guy.
Yeah.
We're making it.
But
We're doing good over here.
But did you arm wrestle an orc and win 50 gold?
No, but I made a little bit of money and I got a piece of cloth. It was nice.
so you head back into town.
Yes, we head back into town.
You pass by the guards, Wes and Eldon.
And is there any light here?
Yeah, torches.
They're like at their entrance.
Can I now use this light to
They
kind
have-
of
they have
investigate
they
the
have
cloth
hooded
that I
light.
picked up?
There's like lanterns occasionally, like every so often.
Mhm.
It's a town. It's
So at night they probably have some.
interspersely. Yeah, they have like lanterns on poles. I mean, if you want to take the time, you can, but there's probably more light if you get back to the tavern.
The guards might know more about this cloth. It might be a good opportunity to ask them. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick investigation on the cloth with the light around them in order to...
Okay.
And so I got a 19.
Stealth
I can
mode
go around
0.
So, the cloth is definitely ripped,
Mhm.
for sure. From what it looks like
Do what?
it brushed up against whatever it was that whatever it was definitely part of something, and it definitely kind of brushed up against the wall, and someone was definitely trying to rub it. Seemed like it definitely got ripped off violently.
Can I tell what it was from?
A robe.
A robe.
It was definitely from a robe or a cloak of some sort.
Okay, but it doesn't tell me, like, if I had seen a red bar, I might be able to tell it was like a captain's... Like,
You do see something. It's not much, but you see kind of on there, it is, the insignia is red, but you slightly see about, like, kind of like half of this symbol.
Okay.
So,
And as we're approaching the guards, I would like to try and approach them and be like, hey guys, thank you for pointing us in the right direction. Can you tell me anything about this symbol? Like, this design?
sure. Hand it here. He looks at it. Looks like a symbol.
Thank you very much for your stunning insight.
It's late, dude. They're just guarding.
I guess so, Yeet. Let's go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealth mode 0.
Stealth mode.
You definitely got a nat 1 on that one. Okay.
Ed, did you kill the stream?
What?
It's 9 o'clock.
Well, we can see.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Why would I?
We
We
might-
never said it ends at
We
9.
might be continuing.
enough.
I might be going a little slow,
No
so
worries.
we might be continuing another day.
Alright, so they're going back to the inn now.
So you guys are already asleep.
So I never properly introduced
So-
myself, sir. I am
There's
due
they're drinking.
to
So
this.
we
Stop.
What
we're-
time is it now?
For them, they're probably getting back around like 12:30 or so. So by the time
Okay.
they get back, you guys are already asleep. But we're gonna rewind this while pretty much while they're still outside investigating, doing all that shit. Going
Going
back
on
to
an
you guys.
adventure and didn't die. Good job for us.
Yeah, no, you guys were lucky on that one.
I got some spells ready in case.
You guys definitely hit a bit of a nugget that was an optional possible encounter, and yeah, it definitely would not have been an easy time for you guys.
It sounds like Winston was a good ally in this journey. I'll keep my eye on you, buddy. We're good friends so far.
So far.
Even though you're willing to ditch me, but me too, dude.
I'm quiet. Anyways, so back to
So we're rewinding now. 5
Yes.
minutes.
So we're still up for another 30 minutes? You want to call it?
yeah, let's give or take, yeah.
Okay.
So I never caught your name, buddy.
Guy. Pal.
You're the first person to ask me that in quite a while.
Oh shit.
Oh, my name is Ericor.
Aragorn. I am due to this Stouthoof. Literally.
What? One more time?
Due to this Stouthoof.
Dutris Stouthoof.
Because I got hooves.
Where do you
You
come
guys
from?
definitely, I mean, you can take it for notes, but I will
I
definitely say,
hail
unless
from
he
a
says his name
small
to you guys.
Minotaur
No,
You guys
village
are not necessarily
It's
know.
just for
I'm
my
only
reference.
writing notes for things that I've done.
I
or
am a
personally
little
heard.
Same.
less of
Okay.
a lawful person, so I decided to leave the village to
I'm gonna
find
forget
my
his name.
own path. But what brings you through Drisau? Why are you here?
Well, this town, you do know that this town is called Brookswick.
Oh, Brookswick. I'm sorry.
Drisau is the country that
We're going to.
no, it's the country that owns this territory. That
Oh,
you are
okay.
in, that,
See, I thought we were
Brookswick.
on the border of the.
No,
Just-
you are.
okay.
You are in. You guys have
Enter Drisau.
arrived at
Okay.
Miranda.
I just travel wherever it takes me. I had a lot I wanted to get away from that I didn't agree with, where I grew up, and I just kind of go wherever, trying to find something valuable in wherever I go.
Man,
It's harder to find.
We're kindred spirits. Look at that. How do we find each other? What about
Even if I told you where I came from, you probably wouldn't know.
Fair enough.
As you guys are doing this, you see stumbling behind you, definitely a drunk half-orc Idris, and he just fucking slams down a gold and says, "Drink for their bonding." or for their friendship. Drink for their bonding
It
moment.
was at a
And then
fierce
just walks
that
away.
kicked his ass.
Yeah, he doesn't like us. He wants to befriend us because he can't take us.
Drink on the stupid orc.
You say that out loud to. I'm so bad with the names in this game. What's the barkeep's name?
Stella.
Stella.
No,
Did you say that out loud to Stella? Drink on the dumb orc.
no, I kept that to us because
Okay.
we need a place to stay still.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Otherwise,
Fair
we'll be
enough.
out in the rain. I'm looking out. I'm not stupid. I'm not a 6.
You're a little stupid. Not that stupid.
No, my intelligence isn't that bad. I'm like,
So
a little above average.
Stella, for gold,
I'm a
Stella
Minotaur.
brings
Give me
you.
some. I'm a
Stella
12.
definitely brings you like
I got a
two.
60
No
plus 3.
encounters. Guards useless.
So Stella definitely
Big
brings you definitely brings you like two tankards of the house ale, pretty much. It's passable. It's not. It's like it's pass. It's passably worth it.
I cringe at it a little bit because where I come from, I don't have things like that, and I don't understand the tastes of how almost anything tastes in the normal world.
To you, it's fucking wild.
I'll drink it, but I won't enjoy it. But
Free
because
beer is free beer. I'll take what I can.
again, I don't refuse it. I will drink it, but it's not anywhere near something I'm accustomed to.
It's a tiny beer to my big work body, but it's alright.
Your big Minotaur body.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just said
wait.
orc body.
We've been talking about the other guy. Sorry, my big Minotaur body. My 350 pounds.
Okay.
My
I feel like a Minotaur might even be more than that.
Do I?
I feel like a Minotaur might even be more than that, but
We looked it up. It was like,
Okay.
I'm a young.
Okay.
I'm a young Minotaur. Well, I'm like half life. They only live to 40. I'm like 20. I'm 26. I'm a 26-year-old Minotaur.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
97 years old.
Wow.
He's an age.
Sheesh. Been working on my
about, so-
form, my guy.
I mean,
Wait,
you're
what video is
probably
that from? I've seen that.
You're probably
it's the
pushing.
kids. It's the
You're
kids
probably
lost in
pushing that.
2021.
No.
He's like, what are you doing out
No,
here? He's like,
working on my
I'm
form.
pretty sure it's a thing.
oh
We're
no, it's
only
with a
a few years
Yeah.
off.
It's like a kid talking to the kid. He's
Maybe
like,
maybe,
funny as
maybe
fuck.
human plus 10.
looking for a
Yeah.
friend?
Anyways,
Well, I don't know, man.
Anyways, you guys get back to the tavern.
Sorry.
You guys are
Yeah.
pretty much. You guys have a few more drinks.
We're exchanging names. We're getting becoming friends a little bit.
Are they
becoming
still
some
out
friends.
when we show up?
We're horn friends.
Yeah, you guys pretty much get back between like 12:20, 12:30.
And they're still
That's
awake and
Or,
going.
or I think
Did you guys?
we
wanna
were
go to
just
bed?
going to bed.
No, we
yeah.
were going to bed when you guys got back.
Well,
About the
well,
same time.
I think you said you guys
I
wanted to
said
go
12.
to bed at midnight.
Yeah.
So they're already asleep.
Got it.
So you guys walk in. Pretty much see that everyone's still having a bit of a rousing, but the crowd is definitely starting to dwindle. A lot of people are, since there's really not much to really do other than drink, people have definitely been getting in their cups. They're starting to pass out. People are wanting to go, starting to go home, and just kind of get through the rain just to get home. Do you guys buy rooms?
I want to go straight to the barkeep and ask for a room.
Okay. She looks at you. She's like, yeah, sure, don't worry. 8 copper, please.
I didn't think it was the other one.
Hey,
You
Ronnie,
do 5.
Make for you, I would say make a. I would say make a persuasion.
The persuasion check. I got an 8.
Yeah, because he's only 20.
She looks at you. She smiles and she says, "No, I think it's 8."
Fair enough, I had to ask. I reach in and I realize that I only have gold pieces. And so I say I'm going to buy everyone here another drink and then put the rest of my gold.
You definitely have a bunch of people who are still awake, kind of definitely like raise the drink. You got a few people at the bar, kind of like, slap you on the back, just saying thank you. You definitely you definitely got the admiration of all these drunken idiots. And she looks at you, she takes it and says, "You have a good night."
Thank you.
And
we settle up on 1 gold piece.
yeah, 1 gold piece. You get a round for everybody. She just kind of does a round of pretty much the house ale. Everyone's pretty much getting really drunk, and she pretty much wants them to get the fuck out so she can go to bed herself. And of course, is that for Connor as well, or?
I mean, if he wants a drink, he can have one of the house ales.
Are you gonna let me room with you, buddy? Or do I have to roll for persuasion to persuade you to let me room with you?
He's trying to do my paper room.
That's fine. You can sleep with me. I don't sleep to begin with.
You're gonna meditate?
Yeah.
I'll take the bed.
Okay.
Cool.
So you guys definitely get full night's rest. You get 8 hours sleep. You guys, since they
So 8 hours will we wake up before them?
yeah.
But I only have to meditate for 4 hours to get 8 hours worth of sleep.
Oh, then yeah, no.
But he has to sleep for. Do you have to sleep for 8 hours?
I don't know.
No, you have to sleep for all 3 of you have to sleep.
So
For,
he's way not
It's because
doing
he's a fucking sun elf.
he definitely has something about his. Is it something about what is that exactly?
Is that an elf thing or a sun elf thing?
Specifically high elf thing, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sun elves are just a type of high elves.
Fair enough.
So we're
I'll
up
just-
then.
I'll just ask
Yeah.
you. He's already up before you.
But yeah, he's up before us.
You probably got up around, let's say,
4 a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m. Like 4,
5,
4:20, 4:30.
something like that, yeah.
Close to 5 o'clock. You guys probably get up around, I would say,
What,
probably
8?
like 8, yeah.
I mean, 8 hours from midnight.
Yeah. You guys get up around 8. He probably gets up around like 8:20, 8:30 or so.
The first time we ever sleep in past. Come on.
So,
Rolls eyes.
when you get, actually, Winston,
Painfully accurate.
since you got up at 4 in the morning, make me make me a perception check.
8.
8.
Actually. Oh, so I was actually wrong because I have a natural +2 to all perception checks, so that would be a 10.
Okay. I mean, regardless, all you really hear is just the loud clap of thunder.
Okay.
So you don't really hear much.
Cool.
Anyways, as you guys are waking, everyone kind of just so you're probably just gonna wait for Connor to probably get up.
You're pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do at the
It's
moment.
not really raining.
I don't know.
You heard a lot.
Lucifer,
Crash
yo!
There's
Yes.
a lot of crash of thunder, but you look outside.
I appreciate
it's not
the
really
name.
raining so much anymore. The rain's definitely ceased.
Okay.
So, is there anything else you want to do?
So I'm doing my early morning stuff. I think I'm going to
Utah
quietly leave him in the room.
Utah.
So
Are you
Do-
talking
do
to
you
if it's
Noah?
4 or 5 a.m., that means like
I don't
when the
know.
light's coming up from the sun, I'm coming outside.
Roughly.
And my main goal at this point in time is just to come out, watch the sunset,
Reveal
kinda just
yourself.
be like one with nature,
Werewolf.
just elf.
You definitely see
You're welcome.
guards.
I do kind of take notice of the town because, like, I'm in the town and
Okay.
watch, get bearing on my land. around
You
me.
see a few stray dogs just kind of run this way, that, these stray cats. Guards, just kind of doing shift changes. They don't really pay you mind. They're fucking tired. They don't want to give a shit.
Out of curiosity, who is Wes one of them?
You definitely see Wes and the dwarf Eldon.
Okay. And where are they headed? Are they headed to the tavern to like kind of
They're
wrap
headed-
up the?
They're heading to the
Wait,
barracks.
did you already leave again?
Okay.
He's up and doing early morning stuff.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
see
this
them-
is his
you see
4
them
hours before I
probably
wake
go,
up.
like,
This guy.
you definitely see them kind of go more towards like the northern kind of northern part of town towards like town hall pretty much.
Okay, cool.
So that's where the kind of barracks is. Barracks is off to the side.
We can kind of take note of that, but then just not really do much with it. And just wait until I see.
You can definitely tell that this tavern is very central. There's like a bit of a courtyard area.
Okay.
You see a smattering of other possible shops, other buildings, possible houses. You don't really know much. You don't really know as much. A few stands that seem to be kind of packed up. So, statue in the middle of the courtyard of a kind of like an elven gentleman.
There's a statue of an elf.
Yeah.
Glad they like my people.
This guy's snide.
Well, I mean, if they have to worship one species,
This guy's,
it might as
this
well
guy's
be best.
egomaniacal.
Literally, one of my character's personality traits is that I'm a haughty.
But do you have a Minaschlong?
A hottie with a body.
Haughty
He
is
has a
like
Microsoft.
HAUGHT. Like I am full of myself.
That's why the
Okay.
ego
Though
Art imitates life.
though
She.
well actually real quickly so roughly as the sun is kind of starting to kind of like rise, you do starting to see a bit, not much, but you definitely see a guard running from the western side. Oh no, the eastern part of town. And just kind of like starts making it towards the town hall.
Okay.
He definitely has a very worried look, and his demeanor is definitely he's
Does he
bringing
speak
great-
to any of the guards on the way around? Does he just make a beeline straight to the town
He's
hall?
making a beeline straight for the town hall, not really caring about what the guards are doing. Some of them kind of noticed. I think one of them tries to kind of like pull him aside, ask him like what's going on.
I'm gonna stay kind of out of the way of the stuff. I don't want to like put myself into the situation, but I kind of want to keep watching this guy who's making a beeline.
I
see
mean,
if
he's heading straight to the town hall, so he's.
So
going
I'm gonna
right.
kind of follow. I'm gonna go to the town hall, but like
You're gonna go to the town hall.
hopefully he hasn't noticed me.
All right. Make a stealth check.
I rolled a 2, so I probably screamed, "I'm following you."
He definitely notices for sure.
Cool.
And like he's just off put it. This random elven gentleman is just following him towards town hall. But
Well, I'm not following directly. I'm kind of meandering, but like as
You're
I'm going,
following.
I'm definitely like craning my neck
he
as I'm
definitely
walking.
notices
been
the
had.
fact that
You've
you've
been
been
covered.
had. He
You've been
definitely
had,
notices that you're following.
Yeah,
And originally he would wonder what the fuck is going on, but
he doesn't have the time.
he
He's
does
gotta
not
get.
have the time. He looks like a man on a mission, and he's. Yeah, no, that definitely is under his passive perception for sure.
So if
he's
he
a man on a
walks
mission.
into the town hall, I will walk in as well. Otherwise, I'll stay outside.
If you do that, I want you to make me your choice of either acrobatics or athletics check if you're trying to do that, because he's going to actually he's not going. He's going to.
I
try
don't
and
have an
close-
athletics skill. Oh yes, I do. Never mind.
He's going to try and close that door on you.
Gotcha. No, no. I got a nat 1, dude.
This all sucks.
Door slammed.
Nothing more to it. Door slam. You did not get
What
in.
happens is you. Let's make this great. Your shoe comes undone. You trip over it and you face plant straight into a closed door. Take 2 points damage. Bludgeoning.
Got bludgeoned by a door.
Face plant bludgeoning damage.
Take
I love
2
it.
points of face plant damage.
Yes, I'm now down to 7 health points.
Jesus Christ.
What are you, a fucking leaf? Jesus, bro.
He's a leaf on the wind. Don't blow on him.
This guy's over here walking around like he's all this shit now. He almost
so-
got taken out by a door.
So that happens. What else do you want to try and do?
Well, is the door
What are
locked?
you, the fucking wood elf from Lord of the Rings?
Apparently.
The door is not locked, but there's definitely guards.
Are
on
you
each-
telling me
So-
that I slammed my head and lost 2 health points to an unlocked door?
Yeah.
He didn't lock it. He never said he locked it.
Did it?
He
I
just
didn't
closed
say
it in
you
front of
locked
you.
it, but there's definitely a guard that sees this, walks over to you, and asks you, so, what are you doing here, citizen? It's what? He looks at his buddy. It's like, what, 5:20 in the morning? I mean, go to bed.
My species doesn't sleep. We don't need to go to bed, so I will not. And I'm going to take that as a horrible human slur to go to
You
sleep.
see the gentleman right next to him is an elf.
You're lucky I'm not suing you.
This fucking
You
elf.
see, I mean, they seen a dude, an elf.
Well, okay, let me guess. Let me guess.
He's your father.
You have blonde hair and it swoops around like this. Yes. Your name starts with a K.
Actually starts with a V.
Same difference.
Oh my god, dude! I got.
You don't know his name yet. You don't
I gotta tell you something after after we're done with
Yeah,
this.
thank
It's
you.
fucking hilarious.
My charisma does not help me out here.
No, you definitely right next to him. You definitely see an elven gentleman. Fair complexion. Definitely
Elven gentleman.
another elven gentleman.
Oh,
And he
no.
allows his friend to talk about other elves like they should be sleeping?
He looks at his human counterpart and he's just like, yeah, he pretty much says, I'm trying to think of a quick voice for this guy. He says, hold on real quick. Oh god.
I like that voice.
I definitely know what his type of elf for sure. Sir, do you need any medical attention whatsoever?
I do, in fact. I have 2 health points I need to get back.
Alright.
Oh my god, that's
Sit
good.
right here.
Will you allow me into the town hall to get healed?
Make a persuasion check. With, I would say,
You cut yourself in the kitchen and you need a band-aid.
just make a persuasion check.
Cursed fucking die.
You bet.
Did you get that one?
You're just not having it.
Dude, the die hates
Oh.
me today.
He says, "Look, I'm just gonna go. No, I'm."
He doesn't know how to deal with how bad I am at
He looks at
talking.
his friend. You pretty much just like you're dealing with the pain. You make slight gibberish.
Are you like?
He looks at you and he's
kinda?
just like,
I'm concussed by a door.
Aspen, just go get the medical kit. I'll just watch it.
It'll be like Aspen looks over and says,
Aspirin? His name is...
Aspen.
Okay.
Aspen,
Aspen's getting you an
Aspen
aspirin.
looks over and says to "All right, Cameron. All right." Just walks in through the front door and comes back out with a med kit. He hands it to Aspen. Aspen just kind of definitely heals you. You get the 2 points back.
Wow, that is awesome.
And then
A nat 1 and I still got healed.
And then they pretty much they say, Aspen looks at you and is just like, "Look, if you have any business, Aspen looks at you and no, not Aspen, Cameron there. If you have any business, come back at 8 o'clock. I'll fuck up my accents. Town hall will be open there.
Okay.
So
Thank you so much, Cameron. And thank you for the med kit.
you're welcome. He doesn't give you the med kit, but he definitely.
I'm healed. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
He
they
stitched
go
up your
they go
little
inside.
delicate elf head.
They motion to another guard. The guard just like stands in front of the door, and then both Cameron and Aspen just kind of go off into the town hall.
All right. And since it's still early in the morning, I'm going to look around town and see if there's any stoops or anything I can go sit on and kind of watch town as things happen.
Okay. Yeah, no, you definitely see. You kind of look over and you see just like kind of like a one of the houses looks like a shop. You see just kind of a not really a balcony, but like a
Fuck you.
you definitely see,
Keen senses, bitch.
you definitely see a bit of the building's kind of jutting out a bit. Looks like there's a top floor. It has 2 pillars. Right, the front door to the business is right there, and like you can definitely just like kind of
Go sit.
You can just sit there.
Cool. I'm gonna go
Looks
sit
like-
there and
Looks
see.
looks slightly dry. It's still a little wet, but slightly dry.
I'm gonna go sit there and I'm just gonna wait until things start happening.
As you're pretty much sitting, you do start seeing a lot of activity coming out of town hall for sure. And as you guys starting to wake,
Oh, it's our time to wake up now.
yeah, this is over time. As you guys starting to actually, hold on real quick. You definitely see them kind of like going towards. You see groups of guards starting to come and exit town hall and go towards exactly the east gate or eastern direction where you saw that guard kind of running from.
Got
As you guys are waking up,
Question: Is that where the cave is?
No, that's on the west
no,
gate.
that was on the west. That was towards the west gate.
I get up, I walk over to this guy's door, and I knock on his door, not with my hands, but with my Minaschlong.
You're really just moving that shit back and forth, aren't you? Like, what is the volume of this Minaschlong?
Okay, well, my Minotaur, he is 7 foot.
Yes,
9,
man, I understand that, but I don't
300
understand the dimensions and the volume and the mass here.
7'9", so he's.
Is it its own weapon?
It should be. I didn't think about
Sheldon,
this.
take 3 piercing damage.
What? Ah, damn it.
You start to get a few splinters in your
Lucifer! Hell yes! Just subscribed.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Not followed, subscribed.
Yo!
There's a difference.
Wait, so my Minaschlong took
3 damage.
3
piercing
damage? Gotta quit waving that thing around, bro.
Especially on wood, yeah.
So what? So that takes away from what my.
So take away from your max health, take 3, and then in the current hit points, put whatever it is you have after minusing 3.
Did he scream or anything? Did he say ow, or was he just like, ah?
I have a Minaschlong. I'm still at 19 health.
Okay. You definitely feel it, but you just kind of like you brush off the fucking splinters out of your Minaschlong.
Can I?
Do you open up the door?
Do I hear this at all? Can I roll a something?
Oh yeah, you definitely hear this. Everyone fucking hears
Tracy
this.
says, "Oh yeah." No, you totally.
Everybody heard it slapping on the door.
Yeah, with like, you don't have a passive perception. Why do you not have a passive perception? I'm gonna make a passive perception for you real quick.
For him or him? Or okay.
You don't have a passive perception. That you
I-
definitely hear.
I get up. I'm
hear
like,
loud thudding.
I'm like, literally from outside the door. I'm like, is that your cock?
Jesus. Guys.
And then I'm like, no, it's my Minaschlong. Get it right. I almost knocked down the door, by the way.
It's like,
I mean,
guy, like,
actually,
like,
no, yeah, no.
like, respect, flaunt what
actually,
you
no.
got, but
roll
no.
me a d20. Actually, no. Roll me a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
He's actually gonna find out if
He's
you're
gonna,
break down the
roll
door.
for your cock right now.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
roll
rolling
me a
for my
d20 and
Minaschlong?
roll me a d20
and
add to your.
Damn it!
2,
So, hold on.
add your strength modifier.
5, right?
Yeah, it's 3. Yeah, damn it.
So he does
no.
5 on the door.
Well, no, I think base AC is like 10, so like it's just
Hell yeah,
it's
0
still
fucks.
allowed. It's still allowed.
Alright, fucking Lucifer gifted somebody else a sub.
Yo,
And that person said, y'all have just moved up on my band tier list. So much respect for the D&D.
yo.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Nerds Unite. Oh, damn, I think my camera died again. Or it turned off. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Nerds unite.
Nerdisms.
Did it die or did it turn off? These are the important questions.
Is mine still good?
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
still
didn't
going.
break down the door with my Minaschlong. So
Okay, so
we stumbled. Does this tavern have coffee? This Minotaur needs coffee to function.
yeah, no, it definitely does.
Okay,
I mean,
sweet.
first off, do you open the door? Shall you not?
Jason.
Actually, no. I'm going to say him by his name. By his character.
I do.
If it were.
Ericor.
I do, but my initial gut reaction before I opened the door was like, is that really what I think it is? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, alright, fine.
Down to the coffee they go. So yeah, you go down to the coffee. You go down. Yeah, there's definitely a coffee. There's also some breakfast as well. It's nothing really special. It's eggs, sausages, some bread, butter, if you want it.
Oh wait, he said if y'all dude Warhammer or 40k bro job is about to get bumped from the list.
Oh man.
Translate for me.
I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Warhammer and 40k are different games.
Wait, no, Warhammer 40k is a game.
Yes.
It is.
What's-
That is also another tabletop game, but it's
Warhammer and what?
Warhammer
40k bro job.
No, he's saying if we do that, he's gonna bump Bro Job off of his top bands list for us.
Yo!
Noted.
Noted indeed.
It's
Yeah.
Miniature Games,
See, you
and
got
Bro Job is another metal band.
Yeah, Jason.
Wait, I feel like I've heard of Bro Job.
You definitely have.
You definitely have.
They're the band that literally had a song with CJ from IR about gay sex.
He's not lying.
I'm not lying at all.
Shit. Okay, so we're up. Did you come out of your room?
Yeah, I came out of my room. I'm like, all right, let's get this shit over with.
All right. So I go down to the bar,
Right.
get my cup of coffee, and then we need to devise a plan of where we're going because I'm with you, buddy.
Okay. And then Connor, you probably
I overheard all of this. Yeah.
you probably already awake. So
I just head downstairs to go grab a cup of coffee too. I'm trying to wake up. I don't know where the hell he is. I don't think you're back
your new
yet.
friend Vol
I'm
just
Yeah, no, he's
definitely
just
not
wondering.
back.
So I was
He's
just confused
disappeared.
as hell. I was like,
So
what
like when
the-
you wake up, you look around, you don't see
I was
Vol.
like, I was like, okay, cool. I mean, whatever. He's doing what elf things. He does. He slept. He's up. I'm just waking up. So I'm going down there, grabbing some food, getting ready to munch, waiting for him to come back to see what the hell he was doing.
Do you go back at all?
Have I seen any more activities going on
Yes,
besides
you
the
see a
East
lot
Gate?
more activity. You actually start to see guards bringing kind of townsfolk together, and then you start seeing like people bringing kind of like mining equipment towards town hall. They're definitely getting a bit of a posse together.
Really? Okay, so I am going to, instead of heading back to the tavern, I'm going to draw closer and try to hear the commotion. Maybe the guards are speaking
They
louder.
may have left you
Like-
behind.
It doesn't take much to really kind of like tell. You pretty much see the town captain Idris hop up on a pedestal and say, "That's right. You heard right. Another rock slide towards the eastern end. Now, we need to divide our efforts to try and get this rock slide clear. Group A, you're gonna continue on the western side. Group B, you're heading towards the eastern. All right, folks, split up. You're gonna have about 2 guards each protecting. So, be diligent. Get your work done.
Oh shit! Now
All
it
right,
is.
let's go.
Alright. As these groups start to disperse, I imagine I am left kind of alone in the town circle.
Yeah, but not necessarily. You see shops opening up. People are kind of grabbing equipment.
We were supposed to come to Minnesota, my guy, before COVID.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him.
Anyways, but you see
Is it?
shops starting to open up.
Weird.
Produce stands, produce stands, meat stands, just shop stands in general. But yeah, you definitely see these groups starting to like head towards where the tavern is, to like middle of town a bit, and start splitting the ways.
Okay. Well, as I'm left there alone, I realize that I now know what was happening with the town hall. And I'm not particularly strong. I'm not going to be very helpful in handling a rock slide. So I think it's about time for me to go check on my new friend.
Okay.
So I'm going to head back to the tavern.
So you definitely get there when you see these two definitely in the middle of their coffee and breakfast, and you definitely see him meandering down, starting to get coffee. And
But where are
breakfast.
you at?
They're just about finishing.
We're at the bar drinking coffee. Where are you?
I just sat down. I'm sitting down at a table. I just am
Okay.
waiting. Well, I'm waiting for him to come back. I grabbed some food.
You definitely see him entering in as
At
you're,
this point, I
as
have
you're
some
just kind of
food.
getting your food from Jana.
Okay, cool.
But you sit down.
I'm going to take stock first, see if he waves me down or if there's anything else going on in the...
Not much. I mean, you still see a few guys that are kind of like a few guys that probably Stella just didn't give a shit, that are kind of passed out on the tables. That was just too much to even deal with and just was tired herself. She's starting to try and rouse them again. You see Jana just kind of like taking orders, bringing food to tables. You see these two at the bar just kind of finishing up their coffee and their breakfast. Do you wave them down?
Oh yeah. I say, I'm like, hey, where you been?
Hey,
What's going on? What's new? Where were you?
it's been a morning
Jana
already.
runs up to the table.
Oh wait, can I roll for perception so I can listen in on them if they're at the
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you
Wait.
saw us from the night before.
Well, I'm
you're gonna
yelling
be like,
across the room. He's like waving
Your
at me.
perception-
I mean, if he's
Mine.
are you yelling or are you just waving?
I just like you know what? I'm gonna.
He said yelling first.
Well, no, I'm just gonna wave him down. I'm gonna be more
Okay.
discreet. I'm gonna wave him.
So yeah,
down.
you
Okay.
get
like.
passive
Then I will-
perception. You guys definitely kind of see him waving towards the elven gentleman.
Well, in theory, they saw me last night because we were all like in the weird
Yeah.
situation in the bar. So
Yeah.
until we left.
So you definitely see. Are you still cloaked?
You know what? At this point, it's daylight out. You know what? I'm gonna let my hair down.
Okay, so you can you describe a little more exactly what you look like other than
I'm pale. I have silver hair. I'm gonna say, let's keep it long for fun. Long silver hair. Wearing a black coat. No, black coat. Well, yeah. I'm gonna say black because you're already wearing something black, but I'm a rogue, so I need to hide myself in the darkness. So I'm gonna say black cloak, and I'm just chilling there.
Okay. So you definitely see this.
I have black eyes too.
You see a very pale skin, kind of like nose kind of slightly pushing, almost kind of like those almost no nose, depending on the light. Very kind of pale, almost translucent kind of skin, slightly silvery, silver long hair with
Oh, you're
black
a
eyes.
nice bastard.
With the black eyes. Roll me a Henry. Both of you. Okay. Roll me a nature check.
Nature check?
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one with shit rolls today.
Nope.
Should be like good rolls,
I
bad
have
rolls.
4.
Yeah, I'm doing
You don't
pretty
need
good
to
with
roll
that.
anything. I want them to roll it.
What was this
Oh,
for?
Ben
Nature check.
Oh, me?
and Jason.
Andres.
Wait, what am I doing?
The
You're
nature
rolling a
check.
nature check.
A nature check.
Nature.
Do I add my
Nature
bonus to
And your
is
skills.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I got a
oh,
16.
I got a big old plus there. Let's see,
You got a 16.
I got a 16.
6.
You got a 6.
Well, 3 plus my 3.
So, from your experience on the battlefield, you definitely know what he is. You definitely know what changelings are. Changelings have been oftentimes used as scouts or spies, especially to like infiltrate enemy lines and kind of as well as saboteurs or sappers.
Okay.
So you definitely know what a changeling is, and that's definitely what he is.
Yeah.
So
But Jason does not recognize.
no, Jason is just like this motherfucker's. weird
Well,
stuff.
I mean, given my background, I don't think it would make sense for me to know, anyways.
Yeah, you just look over and you're just like, God,
That's
I'm
one
sheltered.
weird motherfucker.
How far?
Without giving it all away, I am so foreign to all of this. I'm kind of learning it all as I go. I don't have any real.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
you
the
can,
best way to do your first campaign because you get to act like you don't actually know,
So,
which is true.
So, where are they sitting at in comparison to us? Are they at the table
well,
behind us?
let
Or
me-
I would say if
So,
we
you-
were if they were at the
Connor-
bar like in the middle.
Connor,
I'd
where
say
did
close
you
enough.
sit when you're
So-
showing?
where point exactly where? I can't see shit. Like towards, like in the middle.
Let's say this table right there.
So
So it's like adjacent.
Yeah, so
from
you
the bar.
definitely see it. It's very adjacent at the bar. It's kind of like towards. It's in the middle tables towards the back, slightly.
kind
So-
of where you did your arm wrestling last time.
No, that was.
No, that
way
was
in
on the other side.
That was way in the
That was
back.
over in the back corner
It's
where this guy was
where
hiding.
exactly you saw Vol, who you don't know is Vol, but you saw the elven guy sitting the night previously.
Okay.
Where you right behind is where the table where you had the interaction with the
Don't worry.
older human
Oh, the older
young,
guy. Yeah.
kind of like
Okay.
late 20s half elf boy.
Just a little drunk. I wish I was.
No. He said the cameras are sleepy.
Yeah.
Hey, and I was like, battery roto is def a thing. And he's like, and somebody else was like, just a little drunk. I'm like, probably using pro cameras.
So you go over.
So yes, I'm going to go over there. And
Jana
is Jana all the way on the way over, or do I need to wave her down?
She kind of like goes up to Yeats, and kind of like checks in on Yeats, sees you kind of sit down. She looks at you. Can I get you anything?
Lactose intolerant. Love it. Do it.
I think I would love just a breakfast of any type.
All right, breakfast. All right. She runs off back into the kitchen.
So you sat down at my table now.
Yes, I'm going to sit down with you, and
So what did you do this morning, my fine gentleman?
it was an
Mr.
interesting
Moore.
morning. Ended up getting up early. I saw beautiful sunrise, and the town is shit, but
Okay.
got that idea just from the rain that we had yesterday.
Yeah, I got you.
Interestingly, though, I saw some guards coming in from the east gate,
Okay.
and seems there's been a rock slide coming from where we came from, the boat and everything. So seems we're kind of trapped here, either rock slide on one side or rock slide on the other.
You definitely gather that both ends have had rock slides, and this one is just very recent.
Yeah.
We never established. Could we hear them or?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear them.
I mean,
right?
you guys are you guys trying to be quiet about this, or?
I'm not being loud
More
about it.
nonchalant,
Just kind of
probably.
talking at the table.
Let's say.
So
would
is
say,
everybody else
like-
sitting at the bar? Or are we sitting separate?
I'm
Yeah,
at a
so-
table.
So like
with
you
even
guys
him.
are sitting at the
We're
bar.
in like volume, I
I
would
mean,
say it's
yeah,
like
no.
a 5 or a 6.
Passive perception, yeah, you definitely kind of start hearing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I have a pretty good passive perception.
I don't know about that.
I got a 12 passive perception.
Yeah, you definitely hear that. And then Dutris, I'm pretty sure you're the same. Yeah, you got a 12 as well.
Yeah.
So both of you definitely overhear that.
At least enough that,
That
that
on
we
the
know
east-
there's another rock slide.
There's
like-
another rock side on the eastern end.
Okay.
So should we go check out the rock slide on the eastern end, or should we go check
No,
out the west
well-
one?
Well, if I'm talking to you, the whole goal is to get to the other side so we can get on our way.
Right,
So
right.
why the fuck do we care about where we came from? We're
Sure.
there to move the rocks on the other side.
Sorry, I'm still a little sloshed from last night.
Anyways, what else did you see, Bull?
Yeah, actually, not much else. It seems I got a little bit of a concussion while I was out. Some very lovely guards that healed me up, but nothing really of note. There's a town center that we can go check out and see if there's any good pickings, but nothing really too much going on. And...
Scene.
See.
Does his food come? No.
Oh yeah, no.
Does it interrupt us
So
this
should
time we start
No,
eating?
she just places it down. Doesn't really interrupt you guys during your conversation.
So
Okay,
what?
well, let's say that we kind
Wait.
of like end the conversation and we start eating. I'm eating.
Wait. We drink our coffee and eat a little bit of breakfast, and we start getting up to go on our way towards the rock slide into the rest of the
west
country,
west side?
the west side.
So you definitely see these two leaving, going towards the rocks, going like out the door.
No, where are you headed?
Are we going back to the cave, or is there a rock slide on that side? Is that trapped? Are we trapped in there? Or are we able to go back?
There
to
was
that
a rock
cave?
slide there.
So we can't go back to the cave.
Well, the
No,
cave.
you can go back to the cave. It's-
The cave
Cave
is
was
to the
the
west side, though.
That's west side.
Oh,
I would very much like to go back to the cave. I want to go into it today.
yeah, let's head back. Shall we prep ourselves? Shall we grab anything we might need for the journey? Are we able to go into stores and like buy torches and stuff, or buy
Yeah.
this?
I
Yeah,
did
you
see
can definitely-
a full town of stores and things we could go
This
see.
morning?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely
Okay.
on your way to the tavern. You definitely saw stores starting to open up.
So make up a story. This one. What did you see that where we could stop out to get like a general?
I think the only one I really
Yes.
took notice
Okay.
of was a general store,
this is another
but
vision he does.
Definitely. I mean,
Actually, I
on
don't know
your
if I can-
on your way, yeah, you definitely
If I
saw.
remember,
You saw a
Only
sign.
worth it, man.
We'll have to find that online.
You saw a sign
I
that
got
said.
Or at least I can see.
Hold on, real quick.
I am
I
Sir
can
Pat
see
of the
six-
land.
I can
You
see
definitely saw a
60
general store that said the
in dim
Golden
light.
Smile.
Right?
There's a place
And
called the
in
Golden
complete
Smile
darkness, I
that
can
we
see
could
just as
go
far in
poke our
away.
nose in.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I
Let's
don't
head
know
that
what
way
it
before
is.
we go into the tunnel.
Awesome.
The cavern.
Yes.
Whatever you call it.
Okay.
So we're on our way to go try to clear this path a little bit.
Out of curiosity, do you guys have any gear for rock clearing?
Well,
I'm
he's a
fucking-
minotaur.
I'm a fucking brute.
So no,
He's
your
a-
entire plan
you'd
is
have to
strong
no,
creatures.
no. I have something he doesn't know about yet.
Okay, cool.
Don't tell us.
Don't tell us. I want to know through the story.
Okay, I'm getting there. There. Am I just taking directive here?
Huh?
Am I just taking directive here?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, 'cause we're stopping by the store.
So, how far is it to the rock slide?
So you definitely overheard that it was a kind of like a mile out of town.
Okay.
On the West Pass.
Okay.
It's just a single pass. You pretty much know that in order to really kind of get to the mainland, you kind of have to take this like single kind of pass
Okay.
through this town. This town is a pit stop to kind of the mainland. That's why oftentimes they'll hold just like goods and resources to be kind of like shipped in, kind of shipped down the path, down the mountain in what's the word? Route. No, not routes. Just kind of like over time.
Okay.
As not to kind of like overbear the pass.
Okay.
It
So
can be treacherous.
the couple of us are coming through. Takes us half an hour to get there, or so.
Roughly about.
Okay. And we get to this rock pile, and he starts moving rocks. And he goes, what the hell are you going to do?
So you definitely come to a group of people already in the process of moving rocks. They have pickaxes. They're trying to like break rocks, trying to like, especially bigger boulders. They're doing their best to kind of break it down, move it past. You see 2 guards just kind of overlooking, just watching, just kind of keeping an eye out, like on these workers.
Okay. As we're walking now, we're in daylight. He starts to notice me being red more and stuff poking out, and I don't know if he questions that or not.
Do you question it?
I do.
Do you ask me about it?
Yes. Yeah. What are you?
What are you? I am a tiefling. I got.
Make another nature check.
Him?
Yeah.
7 plus your wisdom. Is that it?
It will be skill of nature.
Which is intelligence.
Yeah.
Which is low.
So do I add?
So that plus your intelligence.
Yeah, so it's 8. I got an 8.
Okay. It sounds familiar, but you can't seem to really like. You can't really seem to like really kind of grasp how it sounds familiar. It's on the tip of your tongue, but
elaborate for me, good
it's
sir.
just not coming to you.
A very long time ago.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Creatures from the 9 hells came up to the surface and bred with humans. And I'm of one of those bloodlines.
That's fucking rad, bro. Why can't I be you?
So I'm what you might call part demon, part human.
That's why we're friends. Gotcha. Okay. Alright.
So he's definitely telling you this as he's watching you fucking just move rocks, probably barely doing shit. Are you doing something? Are you trying to help?
Well, I was getting there. I'm not strong enough to move more than the small stuff by myself.
Okay,
but,
so
he's
pitching in.
No. I whip out my warhammer and I start breaking rocks in half.
There you go. Yeah, this is definitely the time where, like, I mean, people are definitely looking because it's a tiefling.
Yes.
But they soon are just like, all right, whatever.
But then I do something that catches a lot of eyes. I summon a giant badger.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna, like, people are definitely going to be very off-put and very just like, what the fuck?
Why a badger?
Because it's giant.
I'm guessing this is your spirit.
So,
Earth spirit?
So, without delving too much into it, as a ranger, which I realize I might just be elaborating the story right now.
Yes.
I have foregone an animal companion in sake of spirit ones because of my magical strength as a tiefling.
Got it.
Hey.
So your primal companion.
Yes. So I can summon different spirit beasts.
Okay.
And in order to help clear these rocks, I'm going to summon a giant badger because they can just push shit off to the side.
To be clear, are we talking like giant badgers like Avatar, The Last Airbender giant badgers that like dig the tunnels between the two?
What does this giant badger look like?
Honey badger?
Honey badger, but human sized.
Oh my god. Human sized honey badger. Okay. Yeah, so you definitely see him summon this spectral honey badger. An average human size. So like
I shit my Minotaur for a little bit. It's still smaller than me, but I was kind of
I wouldn't say necessarily shit, but you probably look at it like, that's weird.
I think he did in fact say shit.
I mean, if you want to say shit.
But I'm not horribly surprised because he did tell me he did come from
a land down under.
I come from the land down under.
Anyways, as this is pretty much. Go ahead.
I'm here cracking boulders. I'm like, dude, this sucks. And I just summon a spirit honey badger to start shoving shit off the cliff.
The guards
People are like,
the guards are. Everyone's pretty much like very like I wouldn't say output, but they're definitely like, what the fuck is going on? But the guards are definitely kind of just like looking over.
now are they more horrified at what I can do, or more stoked that the rocks are moving that much faster?
I mean, they're slightly stoked that the rocks are moving a little faster, but they're still kind of weary because you summoned a spectral honey badger out of fucking nowhere.
I have a spectral honey badger and I'm red.
a red maroonish tiefling just summoned a fucking honey badger, a spectral honey badger that's the size of them, to like move rocks. Like they're just like, well, at least it's moving rocks, but we're gonna keep an eye on this shit. Anyways, what do you guys?
So we are still in town at this point in time, and we're headed to the Silver Smile, I think you called it?
The
General
Golden
store?
Smile.
Golden Smile.
Yes.
And so we're headed to the general store, and about this time I imagine we're probably getting in there. Is there anything you came here specifically to buy?
Yes, I did. Stuff to light our way so that we can find our way through.
Torches.
You walk in, and it's like halfway towards the town hall area. You walk in, you hear a jingle, and all of a sudden, from the back, you see, from curtains, you see a half-elf man with a very slick back, slightly kind of like balding down the middle, brown hair, kind of, very dark greased brown hair.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he got like a bit of a stash, but it's very kind of scraggly up here. Bit of a belly.
Okay.
He gives you guys the biggest smile, and you can see like a few gold teeth.
Golden
and
Smile for sure.
And he definitely says, "Why, hello. The name's Flynn Goldsmile. Its price is welcome to the Golden Smile. Price is so good. We'll give you a Golden Smile."
Yeats, I'm gonna need you to jump in on this one.
Gentlemen, today.
Woo, these humans, they are so...
This guy is
He's
not
half
human.
elf,
He's half
you
elf.
fuckface.
Yeah, half elves are half human.
Oh my god, okay.
Jason, I need this.
Yeah, you're good. I'll say it's plugged in because I didn't charge it.
Unfortunately, it is coming off on 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna need to get going soon.
Okay.
Word.
Good sir!
So continue on to this
Well,
one.
hey, we've had at least a few people hanging out with us basically this whole time. We've never lost all our viewers, which is sick.
I
Hell
looked
yeah.
up some items on my device that are actual items. So. I need some tinder, a torch, a lamp, and some oil for that lamp.
So you need tinder.
Are you getting tinder for starting the fire?
Yes.
I have a spell for that.
Or
Don't
finding
worry
a
about
mate. Sorry, I got too deep there. I'm sorry, guys.
We're done with, so I don't need that. So it's torch, lamp, and oil. We have two options of light.
I love it.
If the lamp runs out of oil, we have a torch, good old torch.
Okay, so torch. Oh, you said torch?
Yeah.
Alright, torch. Alright, what else?
A lamp
Lamp.
and some oil.
Moth.
Okay.
Moth.
Lamp.
Adventures.
Do you
joke.
serve lamp here?
How did you know? The love of my life. The love of my lamp. The love of my life was a lamp.
Do you have loops, bravo?
Loops?
And then oil, you said?
Oil, lamp, and torch?
Yes.
Do I got chicken tikka masala for me when I get home?
I ate that for lunch.
We're on the same
Okay,
way today.
so he looks at you and he's just like, alright then.
Sheesh.
Okay. He looks at you and he's like, alright then. That will cost you
For
about...
this guy.
A tiefling
Oh,
like hates everything and a minotaur who gives no shits. We're a fucking team.
She.
Well, we gain more viewers right now.
There we go.
This Minotaur gives a fuck, but you'll learn about that later on.
I'll run you about.
I
12
have
silver
seen
and
many
5
shit.
copper.
I have seen many
make a,
shit.
Make a.
Dude, I should tell you my
Insight
full
roll.
backstory after we're done here, so we can
Insight
play
roll?
off each other.
Yeah.
We changed mine a little bit from what I said at the practice space.
Bro, I developed a full-on thing, man.
I
7.
didn't get
7.
a whole bunch of
I am
crap. rolls
perception
over here.
checking.
Insight.
That's a 1. What the
It's
fuck
a
you talking about?
Oh, it's a 1. Sorry. Natty one.
Cheater.
11.
11. To you, you're just like, yeah, that sounds about right. To you, you're just like, this motherfucker. He's trying
He
to
said
gouge us.
12 silver and how much?
About 6 copper.
6 copper.
You hear this and you're just like, motherfucker.
Can you talk him down from that shit? He's an elf. Like, I need you to talk to him.
Well, you already pretty much know that he's trying to rob here.
But do I know how much it goes for generally?
Generally, yeah, you would know that, like a lamp is about, or lantern, do you want lamp you said?
Yeah.
Lamp is 5 silver pieces, and oil is like a flask of oil is like 1 silver piece,
Okay. So
and then a torch is like 1 copper piece, so he's definitely gouging. Oh, wow.
So I'd kind of step in here and say, thank you for the offer, but we'll give you 6 silver and 1 copper for it.
Alright. He looks at you, and he's just like,
They're exactly like just slightly too big.
I'm not even trying to bribe him. I'm giving him the exact value.
alright.
Now
He says,
we need to go to Japan and play a show in Sapporo.
Shit, you're right. I would, dude. That place is
7
beautiful. I've been there.
7 silver.
I watched. I was
Seven,
watching a
seven?
documentary on that
7
place.
silver.
You can buy a house
7
in
silver.
Nagano for like
Deal.
$500 right now because
Give him the
there's so few
silver.
people. living
Got
there.
it.
So he takes it. He
Make
definitely,
it
he definitely tells that you definitely saw through
That
it.
might
I'm a
be
little
the
bit of
point.
a.
I was
I have
actually
some
looking
coin
at
in the
places
bank,
that's
it's
taken off.
How much does that take off
Out
gold,
of
though?
curiosity.
First.
Well, don't worry about it. We'll do conversion.
Nagano said
Flat
too.
7. Silver just
Yeah,
probably.
that'll be flat silver.
Nagano.
Seven for now. We'll do conversion
That's
later.
what's-
You just keep a record.
No.
No?
Damn, so I got
We'll
shot.
get on this in a minute.
Let's see if you have it.
I have a app that tells me what's been going on. It
Citizen.
literally like listens to the Phoenix police
Yeah.
radio and stuff like
So
that.
Citizen.
That's a police.
Oh, you have it too?
Yes.
Everyone has this.
Me.
I don't have it, but it's a
Do you get a
police
little
scanner.
notification that shows you a video of someone getting shot?
No.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't live over there anymore. So no.
For the reasons of just kind of really bringing the story and just kind of bring this one to an end.
Mhm.
So you guys pay for it. You guys start heading towards the western end.
Is that where they're at already?
Yes,
that's
they're
where
at the rock
pretty much
slide.
already.
We're doing the hard work for you guys, by the way.
As you're going, make a perception check for me, both of you.
8.
Okay, I'm just gonna give this one. You start to hear rustling in the brush from like all sides of you, and you start to notice that heading towards pretty much the rock slide, you notice. Hold on, real quick.
Okay, why can't I stop again? Fucking I. Whatever.
You notice about 4 zombies and 3 skeletons starting to shamble towards where the rock slide is, and that's where we're gonna.
Ooh,
So
damn.
3 skeletons?
3 skeletons and 4 zombies.
They're walking towards the half demon and his minotaur.
Exactly.
Because they saw this commotion, maybe?
So they're walking towards the rock slide?
Yep.
In
You don't know
front
that,
of them.
Yeah, in front
Okay.
of them. In the
They're
distance,
heading towards
you
you.
Ooh,
in the
cliffhanger!
distance, you see. You see
Cliffhanger!
that heading towards.
But aren't there villagers there with us too?
Yeah,
There's
there's
lots
other
of
people there too.
It would be a shame if I didn't care and headed to the cave anyway.
Cave's on the other side of it, isn't it?
No.
I have to go 3/4 of a mile towards the rock slide, and then 1/4 mile north. So I could totally just bypass that and let y'all get fucked.
So, anyways, that is where we
Sure.
end.
With that,
Good DMing, man.
thank you everyone for viewing.
Thank you.
We will put this whole thing on our YouTube shortly if any of you have missed it. We've been recording the whole time. I'll admit I missed the first 3 minutes, but that might have all been holding screen anyways. So you're probably fine.
You dick.
And I think we're going to make this a monthly thing because this was not only fun, but you guys seem to like it. So, yeah, we're going to do this again. Expect same time next month-ish and probably for the foreseeable future.
We'll try not to be as bad.
Okay.
Thank you, Captain Lucifer, and 0 fucks for the subscribes.
I like that.
Thank you,
man.
Lucifer.
You both have great.
Thank you, Red Wolf Alls Anime, for hanging out the whole damn time.
Yeah.
And being in the chat. We are about it, and we will do this again, and you will not hear the end of Ericor and whatever the fuck hoof your name was.
Dutris Stouthoof.
Dutris Datu?
Hopefully, maybe
He's
next
slightly
time
rusty.
they all decide to do accents.
Ooh, yeah, but if it's our normal voice, shouldn't we talk in our normal voice?
I mean, sure, but you can throw a little bit.
I could have given some to the orc language. I'll give you that.
Okay. But yeah.
Angelica. Does anybody know an Angelica?
Angelica, yes.
In Utah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, what's
okay.
up, Angelica? She went to our.
you're right.
Oh shit. Okay.
She's my friend from middle school.
I feel bad now.
You should.
She's an ass.
Yeah, I'm an ass.
From the loading dock, I remember.
Yeah. The loading dock was weirdly sick.
See, I was
right.
intoxicated, but I remember.
Oh, yes.
All right. Thank you, Angelica. Thank you, everybody. We will catch you next time.
Yeah.